Was still on, but I think Tom was passed out at the time.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Could have
Um,
I'll be right back though.
Am I doubling now?
Yeah,
yes.
been. Yes.
I think you went up the triple there.
Okay, so it's definitely the built-in. It's definitely my mic
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
which sucks because it was working fine. Um, was it fine last week?
It was, I think, a little bit last week, but I mean, like I can still understand you. It just that it doubled sometimes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Um.
hard to. And before that, it wasn't like that at all.
All right. I guess I'll just be going with headphones for now. I'll figure out mic shit eventually. I don't stream, and I pretty much only use it for this. But that's because I'm picky about sound. And when I hear the recordings and I hear my voice, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ.
I do that to my voice in general. I have not heard that with my new mic, so I'm not sure. And there's so many settings on this that I don't know if this is even the best one. But as long as you guys hear me clearly, then I'm happy with that so far.
I mean, you sound like TJ. I mean,
Good.
TJ, when we met, your voice was cracking, so
Cool. And my
it
voice
was
is cracked.
it was something else. When your voice was changing, like when we first met
Oh,
back in like
oh! I was confused. I was like, at like the party I saw you last. I was
no, no,
okay.
like when I met you, your voice was changing. And then when I saw you again, your voice had finished. It had finished all the crackiness, so it was like a 180.
I evolved. That's good.
Yeah, much like our kobold friend.
Right.
Speaking of segues,
Yes.
Ooh.
You guys have successfully slept in very their very nice sewer. You wake up from a long rest. Maybe we can backtrack this a bit just because, or maybe we don't need to. It could be that you guys slept and
I
now you have so many questions for the kobolds. Or if you don't, then we can come up with a plan to go the next step. I'll leave it up to you guys. What are your thoughts as you wake up in the morning?
for some reason, J4 immediately just thinks KGGT.
I'm looking up the
oh
acronym
god.
again.
Kobold Guerrilla Tactics.
Yes. Okay. Stealthy gorillas. Got it. All right. So you guys awake and start talking about how you'll use your newfound allies, I guess. Guerrilla tactics.
I understand that you're very into dragons, but how do you feel about large apes?
Wrong campaign?
Yeah, aren't you a dinosaur guy, J4?
Yeah, he is.
What do you mean, dinosaur guy? No, I appreciate all animals.
Right, druid.
Druid. I mean, if you'd like to be larger lizards, aka dinosaurs, we could work on that as well. Nothing says fun like a brontosaurus.
Mhm.
I don't know. Kevin, is Kevin back?
Doesn't sound like.
Because Kevin's the idea man. Gus is the idea man. We're just kind of along for the ride. It sometimes feels like he's our fearless leader.
Well, he
Oh,
leads fearlessly. I don't know if that's if that I don't know how that everything else applies, but okay.
I'm still listening. I'm just outside, 10 feet away with the wall of my house in between. But I came inside to say, I mean, I'm still listening, but fucking Shinobi still wants to be outside in the cold.
mm.
So, I mean, yeah, if we want to introduce these guys to KGGT, explain to them, like, this is how we get stronger by you guys going in and getting magical items from these wizards, weakening them and strengthening us. All of us as a group. Alright, I have to check on him so he doesn't fucking run off.
Okay. Well, Snurv will greet you guys in the morning, being that he's the one that brought you here, to let you know that the Great Worm is everyone's really behind him right now. They're all very happy. That's no longer an illusion to them. Even though it's not exactly a dragon, they're still happy to see
A
improvements.
change. Yep.
Oh, yeah, they were like, it's finally happening, and they believe that you guys were the ones to
It's
bless them
Bidoof.
with this.
This
As
is
you told
what?
them, it's Bidoof. Yeah, they believe it was you as a wizard. Um, Not clear about these the actual circumstances, but you can try to explain Bidoof to these guys, but they are. You might be able to explain it to the Great Worm, Kakarol, but the other guys, they seem to just be following
Oh,
Kakarol.
TJ, I wanted to ask since the last time we did a great feat with religion based my my guy got an upgrade. If I send you the sprite, can we make Nibbles a shiny Nibbles?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
All right, I'll recolor it and send it to you.
Cool.
I just think like an ongoing gag is like nothing really changes, just the color.
All right. That works for me. Uh, that's cool. So, as you guys awake, he already has some of the troops because he knows from you guys talking last night that you're going to take down some wizards. And he gives a speech saying things along the lines of, "These wizards have invaded our home. These adventurers have blessed me with this gift," and is showing it off and flying around as he talks to his commanding officers, and is preparing figure out what you guys want to do next. So they're going to be at your command.
For that's a lot of pressure, man.
Remember when you're gathering magic items to get things as strong as possible. They could be the key to unlocking your leader as a true dragon. Beer back.
All right, so we have a couple different waves of kobolds that will be following you guys. Uh, these guys are. They'll fight with you. They'll help you out. They don't really seem too strong, but they will. They're at your service. They usually spend their time trying to either set up traps or trying to avoid conflict all around here to begin with. They are a little bit
So
nervous, but
so so locks kind of people.
in a way, for sure, not quite the grung themselves. I would say maybe the grungs are a bit sturdier, even though
The
you
I
guys,
think
even though
some of the biggest stuff that we're trying to do, at least my thought process with it, was trying to, even like you said, I mean, have traps set up so that they have an escape route covered. Avoid conflict is kind of the main thing. So we'll be handling any combat as needed further down the road. This is kind of like, oh, that's weird. A separate raid that's, weakening the Thay. Huh, that's weird. It's crazy that that's happening to
How
you
did that
guys. That's too
happen?
bad. That's not us, because we're not kobolds or gorillas. No, you didn't tell us the details. I'm guessing. Oh, I was right? Weird.
So weird. Gee.
okay. Let's so with these guys, just so you guys see a map to better understand if you guys have a battle or have any other plans. We'll go to their compound so you guys can kind of let me know what your thoughts are, unless there's any other stops you want to make before um, going there. And also, are you bringing everybody? Is there anyone that you're leaving behind? Uh, Everyone pretty much has some sort of fighting style. Orvix is not really too combatant, and the leopards are still pretty young. So
That's fair.
those guys may be leave behind, but
I
it's up
do
to
like
you.
I do like the idea of leaving the leopards in this colony of kobolds, and then they're like, ah, kitties, and then they just start attacking all the
Well,
kobolds.
if we can separate them and somehow get them to, be able to be tamed separately, because I thought that was something about, I don't know, maybe it was just when they get old enough.
Yeah, right now they were like,
Yeah,
you
just
could,
regular leopards.
yeah, it's just at some point they grow snakes and try to kill you. So, like you do, like you do. Um, I guess so. So the last time we met the Thay, we kind of met them in the context of they were at the end of a lane, and they set up shop with like a real defensive scenario. I'm guessing that we're going to kind of approach them kind of like in an open sense, right? Of like, hey, we did the thing we agreed upon. Like, our subterfuge is we're going to try to kill you. Um, how do we get these guys to be somewhere to be most effective, kind of thing? Like, are we going to let them go in first so that they are kind of offset? Like, oh shit, there's something else running through our thing, and then we show up, and then we kind of go, oh, let me help you with now, get them. Or like, what's our kind of a preface or premise for this?
Well, I mean, this is going to be more of like a process in terms of we're going to be working with the Wizards of Thay with the like getting into the actual tomb. Now this might not even come up and be relevant, but I'm thinking like the camp that they have and are leaving, we've got certain ones that are going to go into the tomb. I imagine just like us, it's like we're not bringing everyone to the tomb with the cubes and everything. We've got, different stuff going on in that sense. So it's something where it's like, okay, that's one thing that's going on. And then while that's happening and we're dealing with, the higher ups of the Thay, these guys can have their, guerrilla attacks on the camp and then steal stuff while everyone's distracted.
Do we think it makes sense to plant one of us with them to sort of aid them? Like I'm just going.
Would this not stand out?
Well, I mean, we're coming back from dealing with the
Oh, you know what?
the Yuan-Ti. Maybe somebody died, quote unquote, during that mission.
Yeah, it could be. I was thinking that the definitely one guy that we're sending over is our scribe. Well, not our scribe, but now he's
understood. Yeah. Now he's ours. Yep.
ours. I'm sure I might have his name in my notes, but the reason for that is not Ishmael, because that's different. Whoever he is, I'm working on it. But we could find this. We could have him guide the kobolds in terms of where the best places would be to strike, in terms of to get the best bang for our buck. Like, don't go into the main tent if it's going to be too dangerous. But this one is going to be basically unguarded, and it's got some pretty heavy stuff.
Okay. All right. I like what you're putting down with this. I'm also thinking that, like, as far as like magically goes, is there anything we want to specifically try and outfit them with, or get them set up with, or just we're going to let them kind of wreak some havoc and then we reap the benefits of that?
Do we have options that we have to spare, I guess, would be the question. What are people thinking? Like, mostly, for me, I have my fists, but that means I'm going with them.
I'm going with my fists. Yeah, no, understood. Understood. I mean, like, obviously, like, J4's game is the magic game, so like that's what I'm planning on bringing. So what that turns around and looks like, I think is going to be based upon what
But
we have.
Are there any spells or item? Because I think this is more like your question, and this would be kind of my question slash answer to it. Is, are there any items or spells that we could give them or cast on them that would make them stronger or better? Like the gorillas, like someone's gonna have to cast an illusion or a transformation to even make these guys look like something else, whether it's dinosaurs or gorillas or whatever, so that some of them can create the distraction and others can start the looting.
So that's why I was thinking that, like, if I went with them, I'm throwing myself out on this, I could literally polymorph one of them into a thing, and then as long as I'm there, just sort of hidden, they can run around and do whatever they want.
I mean, what are we thinking? I'm gonna put Shinobi in his crate, and I'll be right back. But I don't mind. It's a matter of, we are meeting with the Thay, and then we're gonna have the kobolds at the same time attack and pillage, distract and pillage. Be right back.
What's everybody else's thoughts? Like, that's the plan? Like, that's what we see as being our most effective thing? I'm just thinking that if all of a sudden J4 isn't part of the party and that they see that, they're going to feel like they have an upper hand because the caster isn't really part of the scenario right now. So that could work whatever magic you want leverage wise, or at least making them think like, oh yeah, let them get closer, which is what Gust and um oh my God, Weldy need, right? Because if we're at a distance like we were last time, we're just gonna get our asses kicked again.
So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I literally was only trying to befriend the kobold so that we could get a long rest in.
And you did it, so success.
So anything else that happens from here on out, all you guys, because I don't know what to do with them.
So do we know where we're planning on meeting the Thay? Probably at their encampment, right?
Yep.
I'm gonna guess.
The walled compound that you first met your favorite one in.
Oh,
Uh,
that babe, that
yeah.
babe. Um, yeah.
And
So
then the only other question I would have is time as well. Like, it's now in the morning. You can take all day to prepare. You can. I don't think that there's anything else that we might have planned. Um, but it's also, are you guys trying to uh, go undercover in the night? Are you guys going to meet in daylight, or different things to consider like that as well?
so my thought on this, and I'm happy to be told no, we're not going to do that. So do what you will with this. My thought is that we should go during the day so that it's the least amount of suspicions with the Thayans, right? Like we went down, dealt with the snake people, got what we needed from the snake people. We came back, we rested because we weren't going to just walk in there, like all beat up. That makes sense, right? There's still tension between the Thay and ourselves. Um, if you guys kind of like walk in through like the main thoroughfare, there's the backside where we found that temple and basically stole one of the cubes from them because they hadn't grabbed it yet. That's where like the kobolds could set up and try to go in. And because that area is not huge, I feel like we could kind of create some havoc. Some of the Thay get up to go deal with whatever's going on. You guys are like, all right, we'll stay here. And then we kind of like split the Thay in half at that point. And the kobolds and I are basically going to have to deal with some shit at that point. But it gives us the potential opportunity of being, you know, like two fronts kind of thing.
Well, I think if we're doing that, the thought process would be that we go in first, get those who are going to be coming to the tomb, and meet with them somewhere else. Like I could run in and be like, well, we've got all of the rest of the cubes. I don't have them with me, but we'll meet here at this neutral site. We're still
Feeling each other out.
allies. We still have this truce. We're working with each other on this. So then we kind of bring those who are going and meeting, and we'll meet, and you show me your cubes, I show you mine.
A little cube exchange, sure.
So
So if we look at this and
then
like
then that will drag some of the big heavier hitters out, I'd imagine, and
so
then now it's open for attack.
was there somewhere that we've been that would be the most appropriate to do this? Like, so they're here. That's not what I want to do. They're here in their kind of walled compound, right?
Right.
Is there a place that we've been that maybe was better suited to this? Like even one of like the temples or something like that. I'm thinking. What about that? We haven't checked this out yet, right? Oh, stupid thing. This thing. We haven't gone and checked out this like amphitheater thing, have we?
No, we haven't. And also, where are we now? Oh,
I
right
think
there.
we're
Never
right
mind.
under 50.
Got it.
Yep.
Yeah. I've
That was
been
already moved.
shift clicking. Is that going there?
No, it is. I was not even, like, registering anything with thoughts, apparently. Because I'm like, okay, but where are we? And it's like, oh, right, we have a fucking icon. We're probably where that is.
We have an icon.
And do we go to Wungo's Shrine?
No, that was one of
That
the ones
that
that
one
they
was,
did, right?
we already knew that was grabbed.
Yeah, that was one of the ones they claimed, I think.
Yeah,
But,
they showed you on your map.
Wungo stole water, and Shigambi told on him.
Mm. It was a real he said, she said bullshit scenario, for sure.
Well, you know, Shigambi was all like, oh, I don't know who he told.
Shigambis get stitches. I know.
Right.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking. So we know. So
Like, do
all
we
right,
want to
so-
scout that out and have that be the meeting area?
So my one concern or my one thought is that we do know that the King in Feathers is somewhere up here, if I remember correctly.
I
So
thought
we-
there was something like that. And I know there was something where I believe it was up here where the stuff ran across and we never checked it out because then the
I think so too.
what's the face showed up and we were like, all right, let's go see them.
What about one of these places, like these big grassy areas? We just say, listen, we're gonna be here so you can see us. Meet us at this time, and then Gust runs away. And we could say we'll enter from like this thoroughfare right here. You enter from the western thoroughfare, and we'll meet in the middle. And it's kind of like, it's a little cliche, like it feels like a Wild West showdown kind of bullshit, but at the same rate, shit, that could work, right?
I mean, potentially. I'm almost wondering if there's a way that we start the meeting and get the King of Feathers there, throw things into chaos.
So
Do people have escape plan? Do people have ways they can escape the King of Feathers?
I can turn into a bird and say fuck off, I'm out. So
Okay, so that's one.
but that said, they may be aware of the King in Feathers as well.
Oh, that's
so-
fine. They would certainly become aware of it when he shows
if
up.
it shows up, yeah, that's fair.
Oh, I now know this exists.
We're aware. Nice. Okay.
Not him. He
I-
failed his perception check. Chomp. So, like, I kind of like the idea of that, but I could easily be,
Convinced
persuaded
otherwise.
against it. Just, I mean, any sort. Basically, the last time that we met these guys, the battle didn't go all that well.
Great. Yes. You are right.
So, like, there wasn't even a chance for anything to really happen before it was just like, all right, they're protected. How do we, even worst case scenario, draw some of their spells out? Like, we all fight the King of Feathers sort of thing, if we can. And so it's just kind of a, okay, what are we doing? Like, whoa, this thing
We're
showed up.
annihilating tubes.
And then they're like, fucking fireball. And then all of a sudden they've only got, some third level spells. They blew up their big ones. Maybe they still have like one or two left, but it's not like 5. Maybe. So that's my thought process and logic with getting the King of Feathers involved. And if he eats 1 or 3 of them, that's fine.
As long as it's not us. Yes.
Well, yeah. No. Reroll. Also, you won't be there.
Well, I mean, if we go with that part of the plan, correct.
Yeah. So what are people's thoughts on this? Do we like it? Or are we like, this is the one plan that's being thrown out, so I mean, it's the best
Listen.
one that we've listed so far, but no.
Listen, like,
But no.
regardless of the only way we're going to get rid of these guys is if we exhaust them,
Right.
which we are not at a level where we can do that alone.
Right.
So this plan seems like a good plan for the cards that we have been given. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, absolutely. So that's kind of
I
my
also,
logic with it, too.
only recruited the KGGT to make sure that we got our long rest in. So I don't know what to do with them. Elseword.
I kind of
But-
feel like the best that we're going to be able to do with them is create a distraction. But a distraction might buy us some time. So if we the catch is that if we talk to the Fae about meeting in like, some sort of neutral location, like a grassy field or somewhere further up north or like wherever, it's going to be harder to create that distraction because the Thayans are just going to be like, oh, that's weird that they're doing. We don't give a shit because it's not our place. And so if they're going to do a thing, it means we got to do it around here, which is literally their house. And they're going to be the strongest in their house.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing, too, is if we do end up somehow being able to figure out how to get the King of Feathers over there, and it works out nicely in what we're trying to do, then if you guys are then
we
jumping
do have
in.
those scrolls of the gates
Oh yeah, we fucking
that we
do,
could
right?
always just use those scrolls to
Yeah.
throw
Worst
the
case scenario, we could always do that. I like how we went back to the more macro map, and now we're gonna have to go to a macroer map to remember where the hell that fucking statue was. But my other thought process with the King of Feathers thing is if we've got some of the heavy hitters up there, they can't just immediately get back home to deal with what's going there because of the T-Rex. I mean, obviously
I've
they can, but like...
I don't want to jinx it too late. I mean, my animal handling has been pretty on point. I've got a +9 in it, so...
All right, so what is your thought process for the next character?
Can we wrangle what's probably a legendary creature though?
Listen, it's J5, obviously.
You're right.
I mean, it's no, J4 does not want to try to do that. If we are faced with that scenario, J4 will consider that as maybe an option. But I mean, the gate idea opens kind of an interesting scenario because would the Thayans know that we created a gate that summoned something into their midst? Like, just a lot of weird shit happens in the city.
Well,
so.
no, because the scrolls of the gates are their scrolls that we stole from them when we fought the Lich.
That is true.
So how would they know? Because it's theirs.
Wait, but does it bring us back to the heart, or does it bring us back to the statue?
No, so the scrolls are why don't I write things down? I know that it's a strong dimension spell.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
And basically, it's a gate to a dimension. I think like Corellian or The
Glusk.
no, not Glusk. I'm thinking back to the Pirates game, and one of
Zor.
Eric's characters had it.
Zor had it.
Yeah.
Let me go to his character sheet. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't have it on my list yet because I'm not high enough level for it. So
Zor's was. I remember that too. Arcane Gate.
Arcane Gate, that's what it was.
It's a 6th level spell.
And I got 2 scrolls of that, and I handed one off to J4.
yes, no, J4 has it in his possession. I'm just saying that I don't. I can't pull it up in virtual tabletop because I don't have that as a I have it as a scroll, listed as a scroll. I just don't have it as a spell that I can pull up to share.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
But I think we have to know what we're calling, or we just open a gate and hope for the best.
Gate crawl. Love it.
You conjure a portal linking to an unoccupied space you can see within range to a precise location. The portal is a circular opening that you can make 5 to 20 feet. Portal has a front and a back. Okay, travelers only. Deities and other plane of rules can prevent portals created by the spell from opening in their presence or anywhere within their domains. When you cast a spell, you can speak the name of a specific creature. A pseudonym, title, or nickname doesn't work. If that creature is on a plane other than the one you are on, the portal opens in the named creature's immediate vicinity and draws the creatures through to the nearest unoccupied space on your side of the portal. You gain no special power over the creature, and it is free to act as the GM deems appropriate. It might leave, attack you, or help. But you got to be within 60 feet to get it off.
Well, it was just a thought.
I mean, I love it. I just...
Did you look at Gate or Arcane Gate?
I looked at Gate.
Gate is 9th level.
9th level spell, yes.
Arcane Gate is the one that we have.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize that because I just have Gate scroll. So
No, you don't. You have gate crawl.
you know what? That's true. That's true. Solid effort at typing. Yes.
So is Arcane Gate 6th level?
Arcane Gate is...
It's the 500 feet. I thought we had something that brought us back to that statue, though. Am I incorrect?
You are
No.
incorrect.
You are
No,
correct.
that was the thing that the Ham and Cheese and Artemis created.
Yes. You have a teleportation circle, and this other side of the circle is by that bridge.
Yep. That's the bridge we got attacked by those, like, I think they were monkey creatures or something.
You have to make that circle though, and then teleport through it. I think.
Okay. But as long, I mean, if that's something that like, oh no, that's not really like the situation you can do, that's fine. I'm more of just like, that exists, right? I'm not going crazy. Good. All right. Okay. So what are we thinking? And could these scrolls be anything that helps us?
So, I don't think Arcane Gate basically would just be a way in and out, as opposed to anything else.
Right. Although that could I mean, okay. What
That could get the
about
kobolds in.
right? Not only in, but into like like the main area,
Oh shit, you're right.
right? And then certain ones are distracting, getting people's attention, all in the thing. We create a portal, they get into the main area, and you fucking loot everything. Just fucking toss it through the through the gate and just, empty the
And we
shit
have
out
two
of
of
it.
these?
Well, we do have two, but Arcane Gate can stay open.
Neat.
I think that's what I just saw. I got rid of it, but D&D Beyond. Yeah, choose 2 points.
Can Eric share the spell from his to roll 20 from Cal?
Oh.
Yeah.
So it stays open, so it's almost like we're just creating an opening that they can
Fucking
toss all the shit through.
It's a fucking Stargate.
Right.
Oh, if you guys, you have 2 scrolls.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gave
If
me 2
you
scrolls
use
of it.
if you use both of them, then I'll allow the distance to be longer. So if you want to try to go to find the king, you're welcome to try to do that too. It would just consume both of these to get him there.
Oh.
Oh. That changes
This is
things.
a very
Right.
different scenario right now. This is a
There-
very different scenario.
Yeah.
And
That-
here
that
I was
was-
thinking we just toss a red wizard into one end and have the other end above it, and watch the red wizard go up and down, up and down, up and down.
I mean,
Like a
we
Okay,
could go
wait.
portal.
Wait. I have an idea.
Until
I have
you
an-
then cancel it, and then they fucking
They just
smash on the
blast.
ground.
Yeah.
Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys.
At
Velocity.
terminal velocity.
How many levels of exhaustion would that give them?
Boom, 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 boom.
Physics in motion truly is a wonderful thing.
I thought I had something, but I don't.
But it's when they
Maelstrom
stop.
Maelstrom only works in the water. I don't know.
What was that, Tom?
I thought I had something that would be cool. I have a spell called Maelstrom. That
Ooh, how stormy.
yes, it is. That basically creates a 30-foot radius circle of 5-foot swirling water that pulls everything towards the center. So if the gate was in the center that led to the Feathered King,
You'd
King and
invent a
Feathers,
toilet?
All right.
you'd literally get pulled through. The problem is it has to be in the water. You have to cast it in the water. You can't
Talk
just do it
about
on-
flushing the shits away if we put all the red wizards in there.
Well, what if we created the portal and the other end of the portal was in the lava and we just pushed the fucking Thayans into the portal and they went into the lava?
I mean,
Yeah, but
had to be right
they have
above the
what if they have
lava?
the cubes on them?
Yeah, somebody's measuring right now.
I mean, we kind of have it.
Okay, but what if they have the cubes on them?
Cubes are magic.
Who's gonna jump into the lava to?
No, I have something. I have something for that. I have something that lets us deal with lava. Forget what it is. I gotta go back and look now.
Yeah. I bet.
I think it's Fire Shield.
We never
Fire
went over
Shield
this,
doesn't
but
do that.
is there obsidian
I don't know. Fire
right
does
here?
not beat magma.
Is there what?
Is there obsidian right here?
Probably underneath the. Yeah, underneath the. I guess. If we're doing Minecraft rules, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Tom,
Obsidian,
your
then
fire
maybe-
shield would just end up with a hole in my chest, unfortunately, if I put it on me and
Yeah.
it went into the magma.
Enchanted diamond pickaxe.
Got it.
If we get enough obsidian, can we open another arcane gate? That
To another god.
right.
And like, who's to say that these guys aren't at a level where they have some sort of magma protection?
Well,
That's
I mean,
true.
at that point, fuck.
Also,
Magma.
If we can't hurt them with liquid hot magma,
Magma.
then I
you raise a
mean,
good point. You raise a good point.
we're kind of screwed unless we have maybe some sharks with
Sharks with
freaking
laser
laser
beams.
beams on their freaking heads.
Throw me a freaking bone here.
Oh.
Oh.
So we have a few options that we're considering. All right, but this thing, all right, it's only a 10-foot diameter circle. So if we wouldn't be able to get the King of Feathers here through the teleportation.
We could get his head.
We could try. I mean, if we're just trying to send a message,
It'd be like a
kill
hungry
this thing
hippos
and
type
then
of
just
thing.
drop its head.
No, just have him stick his head through.
That
you know,
was a
munch one of the
6th
Thay
level
and bring
spell
it back.
to look badass. It's like, okay,
We're willing to blow scrolls just to show you
Right.
how freaky we are.
I'm down with the freaky shit.
I mean, I don't know how fast he is, but I couldn't lead him there.
Okay, so guys, so we had a full night's rest. If we talked about this before we rested, I do have a spell, a 4th level spell called Locate Creature. Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the creature's location as long as it's been within 1,000 feet of you, and I can know where it is. We have possibilities.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
After this commercial break.
Did.
Part of me wants to take him up on the use both, but part of me is also like, but the DM said it, so now I'm scared.
Hold on. How far away is this? Like, let's say this is where this is. Yeah, it's too far. If the King and Feathers is all the way up there.
Yeah. All right, where's your locate person thing or whatever it is?
4th level druid spell. I don't have it.
Because you would have to choose it. Okay.
I'd have to choose it. That's what I'm saying. Is like I have my
Right.
standard
Yep.
right now, but
Right. Yeah, that. I mean, do we have invisibility?
I don't, because I don't think that's a druidic spell.
I think that that's a sorcerer or wizard spell, and I
Yeah.
definitely don't have invisibility.
I'm a walking plate of armor, so definitely not.
And then Rockley just is invisible. But
Yeah. I did prepare protection from poison, though, so we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Hey.
For the most part.
I don't know if this is cool. I don't know if we want to do this either, but I can summon a dragon. I have summoned Draconic Spirit. You call forth a Draconic Spirit, manifests in unoccupied space. The Draconic Spirit is a large neutral dragon that we can choose what kind of dragon it is.
Okay. So this plan has kind of shifted from like, hey, we're gonna maybe steal from these guys over time to we could steal directly from their main stuff to let's just bring the T-Rex there and have him eat them. And then Dom's like, well, I can summon a dragon. Let's bring the T-Rex there and summon a dragon and have them eat them.
So we got a serial crusher
Oh my God.
theory and a
Wait-
really big
wait a
guy
minute.
theory.
Okay, so like the only way that bringing the T-Rex there backfires is if they somehow gain control of the T-Rex.
Well, even then, my thought process is to like run. I mean, obviously to run from the thing and have it chasing me until I get to a point where like I'm close enough where like I drag it down from all the way up, and then when I'm getting to about here, my hope was bang, I run across, but I'm turned invisible like right around here or something. So that way the T-Rex is still chasing me, and then he's just like, what the fuck, where'd he go? Oh, hey, what's up, you guys?
So I do have access to something called the Wrath of Nature.
Ooh.
I create a 60-foot cube centered on a point that becomes animated. Grasses and undergrowth. Anywhere there's grass, my enemies have difficult terrain. Anywhere in the cube that there's trees, enemies starting within 10 feet of the trees have a dex save or the trees attack them. Roots and vines. At the end of each of my turn, one creature of my choice that is on the ground in the cube must succeed a strength saving throw or become restrained until the spell ends. And as a bonus action, I can fling rocks that do 3d8 bludgeoning damage. And
I
will knock you
swear I
prone.
heard about this in a movie before. You know, I think it had something with a tower, maybe a couple small things running around. I don't know.
I think I'm. This
There
is
was
J4's
a king of
ability to
Gondor.
summon a.
He was the true king.
Yes,
Well, I was going to say this is J4's.
Gondor has no king. Gondor
Har-
needs no king.
Oh, what the hell was it called? The Hurons. This is J4's Huron Wrath. Yes.
It just sounds like you got some ents marching to me, but I'm all for it.
Again, I just would need to know to prep it. So I think we're in kind of a quasi state here with what I have access to because I don't know what we have.
So I'm wondering if we kind of have everyone set up. Maybe like here. Like this is my other thought, because this King of Feathers thing has really intrigued me with trying to get him to eat all of these guys. Or eat their magic, whichever one. I'm not picky. But dragging him down here and then get like a little vortex warp as I'm about to get here. Then bang, I'm gone. All of a sudden, I'm in the trees too. The only thing is that, you know, he sees these guys.
Actually, I should
I'm down with whatever, man.
So apparently Weldy can create food and water. I did not realize that.
I imagine you came up with that in addition to...
No, that's one of the paladin spells that I can prepare.
Yeah, so fire shield or protection from energy can temporarily protect against fire damage, and lava is fire damage. So, I mean, I guess I could cast fire shield on Gust. Gust could be like, "Follow me," runs through, and then he can just run across the lava and up the side and get out, and everybody else just runs in and steps in the lava.
Okay, so...
Let's make it fly.
True. But they got to make that check before they hit the lava.
Well, you know, guys, I think that we should just do what we do best and wing it.
Fair enough.
That's fair. That is
I'm just
fair.
trying to see if I can get anything else.
Because I feel like we have all these options to us, and because we have all these options with the kobolds and the scrolls, we're being a little too overly cautious, and we're just gonna spend the entire night overly planning.
Would hey TJ, would a locate object spell be of use to finding the cubes?
Yep. That would be helpful.
Okay. I'm going to put one of that. I'm going to put that on and nix something then. Nix that and do locate objects. All right, here we go.
Fun times.
All right.
We're aware of which cubes we're missing, right? The specific
Yes.
ones?
Yes.
Perfect. I got a bunch of these spells I can cast, and I can figure out exactly where the hell they are. All three of them.
Shigambi, Ijin, and
Wasn't the gaming
Right,
network while it was still on called IGN? That's what IGN
Yes.
just makes me think of every time.
It's still a
No.
thing.
No, the gaming
IGN
network
is
was
still a thing.
G4.
Yeah,
Yes,
G4.
that's true.
IGN is the
G-
shitty website that rates games weirdly.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
G4 briefly made a comeback and then died because of poor management.
Shocking.
Surprising. Who was the
Well, that's
seventh?
America.
America.
Who was the seventh shrine?
America.
We know who it is. Wait, do we have Wongo? Did Wongo have a shrine?
Did
Wongo has
Wongo
the
ever
shrine.
need a shrine?
They have
though?
Wongos. You have
Okay.
all the cubes at the bottom.
So
They have
Shigambi,
the remaining
Ijin,
ones.
and Wongo.
Okay, perfect. That's 3. I can do it. All right.
So is the seventh shrine Wongo? Wait, no. One,
Wongo
two,
go.
152 shrines.
that's 4. I don't know what the third shrine is either. 4, 5, 6, 8. So Wongo? Hey,
Wongo the
who's the
barbarian.
third shrine? One of them's Nang Nang.
I don't know which order you want to go in. I can go in order of the shrines.
I think
Just
we
in
were
order
going
of
in like
the
base.
boxes down at the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's Kubazan was the first shrine.
Yeah.
Shigambi,
Yeah.
and then just how they're listed in that 9 shrines tab that we would go to anytime you guys were at a shrine.
Right.
That was Kubazan, Shigambi, Moa, Unk, Ijin, Wongo, Abazult, Nang Nang, and Obalaka.
Oh,
We
blocker.
already have that.
Oh, block.
And you guys have Moa from the
Those
Yuan-Ti.
guys. Yeah.
Yep. Shigambi, Obalaka, Kubazan, Unk, and Nang Nang. Well, they have these ones right here.
Oh, they're
So-
right there. Let's get them.
So
Perfect.
how? I'm still not exactly sure how you guys are approaching these. Are you guys
Okay. So
all
here's the
you're
thing. Neither
bringing
are
them
we.
somewhere? You bringing? Yeah,
Doing what Novin does best.
we need to. Yeah, either it sounds like Gust is going either up north to bring the King of Feathers down, or you guys are trying to bring
Them to the King of Feathers.
The king of feathers.
somehow,
Get. King of
or
feathers,
just
get.
somewhere in a more neutral place, or what? And again, you haven't checked in with them. I don't know if you heard Kevin, but I don't know if you want to wait until nightfall, or if you think they would have an advantage at night, or what have you. Are you guys trying to?
I did hear that, and I was agreeing with the idea that we were going with, but now things have changed.
there are a lot of options in front of you guys.
Yes.
Trying to
So,
figure out
Too
the
many
best way to
options.
narrow it.
right. I mean, an attack by the. I mean, we could also lead the Yuanti over there too. I mean, they've already attacked before,
Mhm.
so it wouldn't be crazy that they do that again. Oh, there's so much. I want the Thay to suffer, basically.
Is there any way that we could like let the Yuanti know about the Thay? I'm spitballing here, but like, just is there any way that like we could just be like, hey, you know what's going on down there in
Well,
like the
I'm sure they're
southwest?
probably pissed about the cube. We could try and leave some evidence that it's over there.
Hey, the Thay did it.
Artis
Fuck you
Artis
guys.
speaks up a bit and says, "I think we can put on some kind of show that would attract any number of people in Omu. We could use those flares from earlier.
Ooh.
Flares that I gave to contact us in case you needed trouble across Chult. If we launch it from their compound, maybe it will put some kind of mark on this place."
Would that be something that. So, I mean, so here's two things. One, the only thing that these guys know about us existing is that I ran across the top of their city and kicked an arrow into a guy's fucking eye. His own arrow.
So
That's
stupid.
all they know, and also there's now their shit is missing. You know, they've already attacked
Oh,
the.
hold on, and their Hydra's dead. I mean that too.
Well,
I
could
feel
we
that's yeah, but
set off the flare while someone's disguised as a Wanti, and then
Man,
make
I
it
am so afraid
seem?
of disguising
It's the
Yes, I
worst
that has
move.
understand,
never
but then
ended
you
well.
dispel it. You dispel it after you go into hiding.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
defeating the purpose of
What
it.
if we what if we polymorphed Gust
One of the
into a
kobolds?
snake person? No, into a snake person. He runs over the wall and goes, "Hey guys, is this fucking thing? We gotta get him. Follow me!" And then he runs back over the wall and just leads all of the Yuanti to the Thay.
Well, they'd
Just
have.
slithering at the speed of light.
Yeah. Well, they're like, "How did that guy get so far? Who is that guy? I mean, he's good. He's really good.
How have we not heard of this guy?
How have we not heard of him? That guy's on point."
I mean, I'm all on board with leading some sort of strike onto the Thay. But the problem I have with the flares is that's something where that's very noticeable, that's the point, but it's also very noticeable. The Thay would know that that happened. With all
Okay,
of this other stuff, oh,
okay, but
fucking,
but,
yeah.
but
I mean, you
flares,
already
right?
were attacked.
Exactly. So they would know that would happen. So we use the flares, try to get attention of both parties, and we can use the arcane gate to get away.
Well, I'm thinking of more the next time we have to deal with them because they have the cubes. If we're doing this trying to wipe them out to get the cubes in that way, okay. But if we're trying to do this to weaken them and then try and still deal with them at a more weakened situation where we're going to have more of the power, then we don't want to have them be more suspicious of
That's
their
fair.
trust in us. So if we lead the Yuanti there and they just happen to attack and it weakens them because, people were killed, then, that's too bad for you guys. So we have 2-to-1 ratio of your cubes. So when we get in there, it's going to be a 2-to-1 ratio of treasure splitting. Since we're, treaty and We've done nothing wrong. We've held up our part of the bargain.
Right.
Like you do.
Right. We didn't lead anyone to attack. We haven't attacked you since we've, had this treaty. I heard you had a nasty Yuanti attack, but that's just unfortunate.
Well, we wouldn't go that far. We just say,
I know. I'm saying that now. I'm not going to fucking point it out.
just
I
saying.
heard that there was a really fast
I
Yuanti
don't know.
with
I feel like
great
Gus would point
charisma.
it out.
Who
Whose teeth gleamed like mine. Wait, what? How do I know that?
his sharp teeth are as sharp as I can't do a Yuanti very well, which is good because I didn't.
Because I'm not. Ding! Thumbs up.
Where'd that go? Shrine. So, all right. Who am I leading there? The Yuanti or the King of Feathers? King of Dragons.
King of Dragons.
Huh? I mean, because if we're doing this and then we're attacking and just going for it, okay. If we're doing this and then we're, arcane gating, and then bang, cubes are gone, all of a sudden, it's just like, now we stroll in and it's like, what are you talking about? You were supposed to have the cubes. Well, work on it. We still have a treaty. And then we just go into the tomb.
2 minutes.
What could possibly go wrong?
Right.
Aside from
Because
everything.
then, if we go into the tomb, and then they're like, we're going to fucking wait for you to come out. And then we go, teleportation circle. And now we're at the
Arcane gate.
statue.
Yeah.
No,
2 minutes.
teleportation circle.
Oh, we have that?
Yeah, it brings us back to that statue.
Oh, okay.
2 minutes.
So, worst case scenario, if we do make them mad at us and we get into the tomb, we still have an escape route.
Right. I mean, I'm down for whatever, man.
All right.
Yeah, I'd say let's pull the trigger. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
So-
we chatted for a minute.
So
What's
the
the worst
Yuanti-
that could happen?
The Yuanti or the King of Feathers?
I
like-
think for less suspicion's sake, we should go with the King of Feathers.
So I was actually thinking as I asked that it's like if we get the Yuanti, we could still do like a meeting up here to try and get the King of Feathers after. If this doesn't work out.
You're right.
So I'm leaning towards drag the Yuanti there. It would make sense. They're gonna be bullshit about their cube being stolen anyway. So now all I need to do is get to 13th level and then I'll be able to communicate with the Yuanti. Also, I'm guessing, I don't know if it's 13.
It's a maybe. It's a definite maybe.
Thinking tongue of the sun and the moon.
Right.
I
So
don't know. Might be 14. I have no idea.
yeah, I know. It's there somewhere.
Somewhere
like-
up there.
All right. That's all we need. So let's start training, guys.
All right, let's go. Training arc.
Right.
Yeah, TJ, we've decided to do a training arc.
We're gonna
All right.
have a montage.
Lots more people die from the death curse, but you guys are getting stronger.
And that's the important thing. Is
Just
that
a
we're getting
montage.
stronger.
Of you guys getting stronger to like happy music, and then it goes, and then there's people just dying, and then
Yeah.
back to you guys.
Two-
and
The
it's
happy
still the
music
same
still
music.
going.
Yeah.
2 montages. Okay, so what do we have that's gonna make me go Yuanti? And
Well,
also,
don't look at me. Look at someone else. I got nothing.
and then how do I communicate with them? Do we? I know there was a scroll. Did we have 2 of those?
They're both gone.
What kind?
Said.
The one to talk different.
They were
be able to
used at
I-
2 of the shrines. And they're
No,
gone.
I still have one listed. That I have one.
And it's gone.
It's gone. All right, take that off the list then.
It is.
If only
It was
Weldy was
used.
still around. If only Glusk was still around.
What happened to fucking Weldy?
Oh, you know what? Luke is in eternal damnation right now.
That's
Next to his
true.
lovely comrades.
Yeah.
So
I
great.
don't think that's true, but hopefully not. Also, I do still have the magic eye from the pirate captain.
I saw that. I don't know what that is.
The pirate captain we fought had a glowing weird gem eye, so I just took it and wrote it down as magic eye from the pirate captain.
If you look cross-eyed through it, you can see pictures and books.
You can see where one-eyed Will's
Okay, if we
treasure-
don't have a way to communicate with the Yuan-Ti, we should just grab the King of Feathers.
And we could also just do the same thing. I could always just run to them, just the same way that I would be doing it with the King of Feathers. Honestly.
Just scream, wave your
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Run off.
Exactly. So, I think what we'll want to do, what I'm thinking is we set up kind of around like 3, where 3 is right here. And,
Watch out for the ass mines.
well, yeah, we're not going in there. But I can go and like throw rocks or something, get their attention, and then take off so that they follow me. And if I need to,
Kind of like wiggle their cube in their face.
yes,
You guys
Perfect.
missing this, stupids?
because then it doesn't matter what I say. They go, "That's our
that
fucking
bitch has
cube."
our cube.
And then maybe when I get down here, all right, someone has to have a fucking illusion or something, right? Come on.
I mean, at that point,
I
would
can-
you want
I
to
can-
dress up as a red wizard while doing that, and then you run away, and then, hide yourself?
Okay.
I have some insect repellent.
It's so easy. Yeah, just dress up. Do we have disguise self? I'm going in as a Thay with the fucking cube and just being like, haha.
I don't think I have access to that.
I do not have disguise self.
Okay, do we have any fucking robes?
Wait, we do have
Yeah.
a rogue.
Dead Thay.
And he does have an expertise in that, I think. Or at least proficiency, I think.
Let me see. Hold on. Watch like Brian have like a disguise hat or something.
It's part of the
I thought-
scorpion armor. We just don't know it.
I thought someone took some of the robes earlier, too.
Probably.
not sure.
Like, that makes sense. I don't know if I wrote that down. Like, it's always good to have.
I don't
know
have it
if
listed.
they were
I-
joking or not.
Good.
Brian takes a lot of random stuff, so maybe...
Right.
I'm going to say that Brian took it because he does
Brian
take a
literally
lot of
has a
random stuff,
potion
and
of
it is something that he
invisibility.
would have said.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. I saw that. I know he used the 1. I don't know if he had 2 because he used 1 in the actual Yuan-Ti area to steal
Oh,
the
he
cube.
only used one of the scrolls of invisibility in there.
But did he have 2?
He
I-
did.
He'd
I
have
do,
to go into his inventory.
I do
Well-
have to say that I thought that
I'm sorry, Tom.
Eric said
So
ocean.
you're trusting Brian and his inventory
No
keeping
take.
skills.
I deleted the potion he used.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he does have 1.
I don't know. I can't remember how he got them to begin with. I think they were bought, but they were
I
there.
thought they were loot.
Wait. So I still had a comprehend language scroll. Didn't I buy one of those when we were in
No.
town? No?
You
All right.
had two. I
Just
think you
two? Okay.
gained. You might have bought them, but I remember that you had two specifically,
Okay.
and there was two shrines, and then there was also a third shrine that I let you read because I was like, oh, this doesn't matter that much. So I
Okay.
had you do a check because there wasn't any more comprehend languages. That's the only reason I remember that.
Okay. I'm sorry I didn't delete that. I try to stay on top of that.
It's all good. Happens. Um,
I do have a bag of ball bearings, 1,000 of them. If anybody wants to do something with that.
Okay. Before we find out literally everything that people have,
I
I have a
don't think
Mesa
I don't
Power
see. I don't
that I
see
stole off the
proficiency.
corpse of Glusk.
Oh,
I don't
still
see
have all of
proficiency with
those.
disguise kit, and I don't see what else. Yeah, I don't see proficiency with it, and I don't think he even has a disguise kit on his person.
Yeah.
So
No, he does not.
okay, so I guess. Oh, fuck. I just want a robe. Do we have any places where we know that any of the wizards were attacked or died other than their camp? Shit. I want one of those fucking robes. Because that would work well. I don't know. Does anyone have a... Oh, wait a second. Would this be close enough? Maybe. You want to, you're stupid.
They don't think so, but all right.
No stupid person thinks they're stupid. Okay. I'll put on the emerald laden jacket. That was from a pirate captain.
What?
Yo, you're gonna put that on? Nice.
Yeah.
The green stoned jacket,
Yes.
Do you
in
want-
order to look like you're red. Are they
Okay.
colorblind?
Do
That
you
is the
want-
only
do you
scenario
think-
where this works.
I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me ask you something. Do you think that the fabric is also green, taking away the entire fucking purpose of the fucking emeralds in the first place? It's obviously red. It was a pirate captain's. And then it has emeralds that shine off better in against the red.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but
that makes
are
sense.
you going to see the red though,
Complementary
or are you going to
colors.
see the green?
Listen. He is the most blinged out pirate captain ever.
Right.
It's cool.
Well, he was.
I'm sorry, he was. Not anymore.
Was.
Not anymore.
yeah,
May he not rest in peace. Yes.
I guess we could pull
Come on.
off all the
All-
stones.
all
most
us-
likely in the soulmonger.
All us fucking two legs look the same to these snake people.
So stupid.
You all
We're
look
nothing
the
more but fodder to
same
their
me.
god.
You don't even have scales.
Hold on.
Just
what are the
all you gotta
kobolds
do is
dressed
yell
up in?
"nang nang rules" and then run out, and they're gonna be like,
Wait,
"Fuck that!"
wait,
guy."
Oh, the kobolds are red. Could we ask them if they have their shedded scales?
Or red cloth? Because I think they have red cloth on, so we could just kind of sew something together. It doesn't have to look real good.
Yep, we can do that. Mm-hmm.
Who has a sewing kit? Because I don't.
They do.
Yeah, they
Obviously.
are proficient in making their own stuff.
Notoriously
It's-
proficient at sewing.
Right?
Okay.
Obviously.
I mean, they do have lots of. They have tinkerers. They have people who have tools, and
Tinker's
Wait a
not
minute.
here.
Wait a minute.
No. Moving
Tinker's
on.
here.
Moving
guys,
on.
how you
Moving on.
Absolutely not.
We have a goblin kobold team.
Yo, we have a kobold team of just like the greatest jerry riggers in the world.
Right.
Tinker is here.
Did you see those wings? Look at how beautiful they are now.
Oh my god.
Praise the doof.
Right. Okay, so some sort of like red, like a hood, sort just covering. Like I don't want to even get close enough where they can really see.
Kevin,
The Yuan-Ti, that is.
I'm also going to suggest that, like, I'll take some charcoal or something and make some of those like lines on your forehead, like they have, to really kind of sell it. Like the Thay all have tattoos on their foreheads and like faces, so that's what I'm just saying. Like, make some marks.
I mean, we could. That's fine. Just, I'm almost wondering, like, I'm trying not to even get so close where that even becomes relevant. But yes,
True, but,
I will.
yeah.
I will take the little details. If that makes any sort of difference, then I'll take it.
I
So.
just feel like that'll be more of like, instead of a negative, a positive. So like I'll find some charcoal or coal or something and just like make some like lines and a couple like kind of like demonic horn swirls next to it, like we've seen.
All right. So, I think we want to do this at like
Dusk,
when exactly, so they can still see. They can still
but
see
not
the
well
cube.
enough.
Exactly.
So-
not well enough, and now they're attacking at night.
All right, so you guys want a red rope to be made. So you guys go over, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we got someone for that." Tom, take it away.
Holy shit.
All right, guys. Well, I've been here for a hot minute and I'm pretty awesome. So, what do you need? Tell me your specs. I'll get it done for you.
Well-
Weldy starts shivering. He feels there's some sort of PTSD, but he can't
Right.
remember why.
Don't worry about it. I have that effect all the time.
Well-
Check
well-
out these abs.
Well, they had that programmed into him. I do like that he he's obviously a kobold. We can see
I mean,
that.
obviously, you can see it.
And then I imagine he reaches up and
Stupid.
like he reaches up and winks the kobold eye of the mat. It's like, obviously a kobold.
He reaches out, he
Wink.
just squeezes it so it goes down and goes back.
And,
Hey,
and he
like,
just
you know
stares.
me. I know you.
All
What
right.
are you trying to set up?
So as Thayan as possible.
Oh, I got that.
Is essentially
Praying, whatever. I got it.
He delivers you a blue T-shirt.
right.
With red letters that say
Like-
"Thay rules."
We,
Definitely they.
It's a mini skirt. It's like
you can
No, that's
discuss
extra.
this,
You gotta
can
pay
discuss
extra for
this.
that shit.
Tom. You can discuss this with Kevin later if this is Tinker's backstory or if this is later down the line. But
We really got to look
Right.
at the timeline, because Tinker could be here first, or maybe he goes here second. Who knows?
He got
Right.
exiled here.
I'm-
Too many. It's like, we're sending you away to Australia now.
Yeah.
either
Tinker,
way,
Tinker, we have an expansion opportunity for you in Chult.
Ah, sounds great. Let's do it.
I'm sure he doesn't remember or even remember why he's here. But he's
Right.
here.
Ah. If only the only thing I can think is that this like terrible costume he's got on actually like Iron Man's into like a full plate outfit when he pushes like one of the eyes. So the one that he squeezed at Wink, you're like, oh, that's cute and stupid. And the other one is like, it just turns into his armor.
I'm still got it, guys. I still got it.
So he makes you the red robe, and so you got from there. After him making this, you're going to the Yuan-Ti, Gus, and then everyone else. Are you guys going to? I'm still a little unclear.
So Gust is gonna run up and try to stir up the Yuan-Ti to come back down. We're
Mhm.
gonna set up here, somewhere around 3. They're gonna come down and do that, and then depending upon whatever that turns into, that's really what we're kind of gonna go with next, right? That's kind of where we're at.
yes. I'm also wondering at that point, would we want to try and have the thing set up, like have people? Okay, first we have to ask the guy there. I forget his name, but I have it. But I'll find it. Orvex. Does he know where they were keeping the cubes that they had?
No, I haven't seen him.
Fucking Orvex.
No, he doesn't. They didn't show me things. They left me to die.
Yeah, that's fair. So, all right. Any guesses possibly? Like, is there a main compound, and would you know any of the potential defenses?
Well, the Wizards themselves are pretty confident. I think that they were able to fend off the UNT even in numbers. But everyone else they hired, they had mercenaries that helped them get here and fortify the compound, and the UNT ripped through that. But they seem to leave the Wizards alone. And I'd be careful of the little girl. She's probably the scariest.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it, I
She
know that.
probably has the cubes, if I were to guess.
Yeah. How big are the cubes, by the way?
They
Are they
have
like-
varied. We've kind of had them vary in size, but they're just imagine it kind of like the Tesseract from Avengers.
It's
kind
funny
of
because that was
size.
exactly. I was gonna be like, are they like Tesseract size? Are they? And it's just like, okay, perfect. So kind of like 4 to 6 inches, somewhere in there.
You
Cube.
you can hold it in one hand.
Okay.
It takes up your whole palm, but like you're able to. Small creatures might need to use both their hands, and that's about.
Okay. So, yes, the plan is to do all of that. So my question is, do we want to have people set up so that they could try and do an arcane gate situation? Kind of pop in, pop out, lead the kobolds in there. Like, if someone's going in, like if J4, if you're going in, transform yourself so that you aren't recognized, lead some kobolds.
I thought we were saving the arcane gates for, in case, to send the Feather King after them after the UNT.
Well, I don't know how we would get. It's only a 10-foot gate, and the King of Feathers is bigger than that. And I don't know how we get him through.
TJ said if we used both scrolls, we could get him there.
Yeah.
We're already kind of enhancing the spell one way, so maybe we could.
Pop it up a little bit.
If you're using two uses of a 6-level spell, we can keep it up a bit.
Because I have a scroll and
Yeah.
J4 has a scroll.
Yeah. I mean, because then at that point, if we're just bringing him in to finish the job, then I guess we don't have to really worry about the sneaking in and get the cubes. We just get them. So, okay.
Even if he doesn't finish the job, it's like tire them out even more.
Yeah, oh, exactly. Okay, so let's take care of the Yuan-Ti and see how they do.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, do we set up? Then do we run and set up to try and get the King of Feathers potentially?
Well, let's just do the UNT for now.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are setting up and just kind of waiting and seeing if you have to jump in.
I think so. I think that's where we're at.
I mean, I'd want to be relatively closer to Gust because I can always just teleport him out.
Exactly. I mean, that's my thought process too, is as I'm kind of getting to here, and then before the Thay see me, and then all of a sudden, poof, I'm gone. I'm just over here.
Yeah, I lack the ability to do that for you, but if anything comes out, I can block your path so you can get away.
Okay. Robes, cube,
Makeup.
ready. Yes, makeup. Markings, showing
as-
my prowess with my magical abilities.
Very magical.
I'm just having a real Buffalo Bob moment in my head where Gus like sees himself in like a pool as he runs by, and he's like, "Yeah, I do me," and then he runs away.
All right, you have control of gusts. Show me what you're doing. Where are you approaching?
Okay. So I would actually like to go down the other side over here. Kind of stick to the crossing the tree
Mm-hmm.
and head over this way until the point where I see, some Yuanti. If I have to get to here, because I know like there's the actual icons up there. So if I have to get to there, even move up a little bit, then I've got no problem with that. It's more of just like a, showing off the cube and trying
Before
to be.
you even get there, there are a couple little parties that you see as you're up on a roof. You look down and you can see through some alleyways or out in the distance that they have patrol parties going around. They've increased their defenses and they're making the ones they have available to them work. So
Okay.
you can already find a few. If you're looking for a party of greater numbers, and it looks
Yeah.
like they're away from each other in such a way that they would be able to yell out and you'd be chased by a lot of them.
Okay, perfect. When I get here, I'm gonna hold up the cube, or like here-ish, or wherever it is, where I start seeing them, and just be like, "The Thay rule," as I hold up the cube, making sure that I get seen, and then taking off.
Okay.
So give me a perception check.
Oh, they'll see you. You definitely made a scene. I'm gonna need
With advantage.
a dex
I'll give it to you. Dex
I'll give it to
save.
you.
save.
Okay. I just decided I'm bringing Weldy with me.
Hoorah!
Ugh, yikes.
That is a bad one. Let's see here.
Oh, do I have to do a deck save as well?
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
good.
weren't here.
It was
You're
a
so late
joke,
that
so
you
I
have-
get +3.
you-
I had a thought about this, but I'll throw that out after.
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
You're fine. You're good.
So
You
then,
can keep going. You're able to still run away a bit. As you move forward and you're nearing the water, there's another patrol party that you pass. I need a I'm gonna need a strength save.
okay. 17.
All right. Yeah, you killed it.
The whole party?
The full party.
It just
We're all
killed the
dead
entire
now.
patrol.
We're all dead now. Our blood's on
you-
your hand, Gust.
You're running, and what
Yeah,
these
no.
guys are
They're trying to
trying
do stuff.
are they're what you see is people trying to throw different nets or other things like nets around Gust. And
No,
it came
thank
close
you.
that first time, but yeah, you're pretty much confidently dodging these. And you've made it to the water, and which, you know, thanks to level 9, you're able to just kind of run across, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And you notice that the UNT, as they eventually start to cross as well, don't really have an issue going across the water too. They seem to stay towards the surface and have some kind of swim speed that allow them to just cross just as easily.
You must be filled with so much magic, just the same as I am, as a wizard of Thay. 'Cause that's what I am.
You're
One of
selling
those
it.
guys.
You are selling it.
Give me a deception check.
Ooh, yeah. It's a good one.
Not so good one.
Hold on, because they rolled poorly on insight. So let me see. Yep. The modifier's +0, so yeah, they're more concerned about chasing you than thinking through your performance.
Yes.
Good job. All right. So even if Gust wouldn't really know if they're buying it, he's focused on running away. But I'll just let you know. Yeah, they're thinking you're a reckless.
Nice. Well, Gus knows that he's crushing it. He no. When I say, "Oh, good one," I have a -3. I don't know if you're seeing that because I rolled a 10. But Gust is crushing it.
Yes.
He always
Yeah,
knows. So,
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, he continues. He's across the water at this point, somewhere here-ish. Then I'm gonna be making my way
Back to you, babe.
to this thing. And then heading down.
All right, they're still behind you. You're trying to stay just far enough away so they can see where you're going. Where's the rest of the party set up?
We're in the woods by 3. Like here.
All right. Gust fakes like he's going toward the compound, so he just jumps off the road going toward the compound when he knows that he's seen by the UNT.
I
Who's doing
imagine
what?
as he goes to turn like that, I use my teleportation spell to bring him to us.
Okay. And which one is that? Is that the
Vorpal warp? Something like
Yeah,
that?
yeah. So you just have to agree to
To fail.
fail the save.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can paint it like you had
Yeah.
some kind of portal open there. You jump through, and then
Yeah, because I'm
You
running
actually
this
pop-
way, and then I start to vortex warp.
hmm
And so it's focused on me, and then I'm targeted to a space that they can see within range. That's a lot. So yeah, I'm running this way, and then I disappear. So the last thing that they saw, if they were able to see that, is
Mhm.
This, and heading that way before they lose sight.
Yeah, even if they do see some kind of magic, they'll be like, "Well, that strengthens the argument that he was a wizard." So, um, they'll do that. You see the UNT kind of spread out from there, not having eyes on you. They send some scouts back seem to be running off, going backward. They seem familiar with the compound, and they get some other UNT that are coming in. About let's see. There's a few there. The numbers quickly increase to party about 20 UNT.
Shit.
You see them enter the compound. They went through the door, or like right through this entrance, rather, a door. Give me a perception check. All right, J4, Weldy, got a perception check?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know that was for us as well.
Or
Yeah,
whoever.
we're all together now.
All right,
Everyone's at 3.
perception check. Boom. Nice. Tell me what I see.
Wow.
Wow.
Weldy, what do you got?
Eric?
27.
It's being a little slow.
It's gonna
clicked
be
it about
late.
a minute ago. It's coming. There we go.
You can tell it's
11.
Eric dice.
It's Eric dies, everybody. Eric dies. Oh shit.
I was going more that it's Eric's dice,
Well,
so
I mean,
they're late.
Did it.
Missed session.
His decision. That was actually that worked out well. That was good. I like it. I also want to just say
think
that
Weldy,
sorry.
Weldy and I might. I think he's probably distracted because I've been taking the robes off and stuffing them into him because it was the closest thing, just to make sure if they see us, it's not me. I don't have the cube. I'm not a wizard. So that I think I'm distracting him. It's like, what's going on? Hold still for 1 minute.
The UNT are surprised that they see some of the wizards that have collected, like they called them out. And they start to go towards the wizards as they're attacking. And you see the young girl come up and raise up a hand.
Okay, this plan didn't work out, guys.
And you can look in Discord
Yeah.
as a giant cone of cold comes out of her hand and
Thank God
seems
they were all immune.
to freeze the UNT.
And so this is why you need 2 things going on to distract the heavy hitters.
This is what it sounds like when doves cry? Okay.
So now we need her to use one other of her spells to kill the giant dino.
What J4 would notice, though, is that this seemed to be some sort of souped up cone of cold. It wasn't just normal. It's almost like she needed to exert a lot of force to this. This was either a very high level spell mixed with other things, but
Would you say J4 is observing that she's concentrating and maybe like weak to stuff and things right now.
Not weak, but you know for a fact that this was a high-level cast of this spell, and you guys have also seen this spell before.
Yeah, but and
At least by
she
cards.
threw some extra little oomph into it. It sounds like not
Yeah.
that I know, but
Yeah. You know, as a spellcaster, not only was this a powerful cast, but this was also she did something
Sorcery points,
extra
maybe.
wizard.
hold on. I know what it is.
Or do I feel you just did something in Discord?
Yes.
Enhance. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. J4 is gonna look at everybody else and say, "Is this, is this go time? Are we gonna do this right now?
Do what?
Like, am I gonna start spell slinging right now, or what are we doing?"
So are we just?
YOLO.
Is the plan just to fight them straight on? Because
I'm
Plan
down with
A
matter.
just got wiped out. So I don't
So-
know what you are seeing with your
I'm
great
saying murder
eyes.
the little girl. That is exactly what I'm
Yes.
saying right
Okay. Yes. How?
now. Well, I'm gonna try to hold person, and then you can go up and punch a size or face.
Yes. I would love for you to hold person
So I am
on
going
that
to.
person who just did that thing that we all saw. Well, I can't even say that we all saw. Because did we all see it?
I saw it.
Right.
You
We all
saw
saw it. J4 is the only one that noticed that it was
The extra.
yeah.
Is there anybody else? Is there anybody else out there, or is it just her?
no, the other red wizards are there too. They seem to be further back. She was kind of reading them, and they were surprised.
All right.
But then
So
they started to lunge and attack, and then she threw out this giant cone that everyone saw the cone, but people had trouble visualizing who it was and all that stuff. And then
Okay.
Locke would have saw that she did something extra, but he doesn't really understand. He has some spells, but doesn't understand spell casting of
Yeah.
this level.
all right. So
So
I can
that
cast.
was a big fucking cone.
So the way hold person works is, it's a 60-foot range, but if I cast it at higher levels, I can make people make a check against it. And so if there are a number of people around her, I want to affect her and as many other people as possible with this.
All right, post it.
Oh, at higher levels, you can add in another individual with hold person.
Yeah.
So if there's a bunch of people, even if this doesn't affect her, but it affects more other people, I want to do it.
Okay.
So
Are you sure?
yeah, like
Yeah, are you
If
sure about
I'm-
this?
if I'm seeing
I
this,
literally asked you guys that. That's what I just said.
yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me answer it because I know I did answer it. I'm being sarcastic right now for this next fucking sentence. I would love to have you try and hold person on that monster that just took out the entire fucking Yuan-Ti party that just came
listen-
in.
Listen,
That
here's-
is
here's-
truly
stop.
what I want.
Wait, Kevin. Let me just for full disclosure, it's a DC 18 check. So like,
Did you, dude? She is a
you-
fucking caster.
I'm not. Hold on. I'm saying that if we're gonna have a chance at this might be the moment. That's why I literally
Okay.
said.
I'm sorry though.
Does anyone want me
Why?
to do this?
What part of this moment makes you think we have a good chance right now? Like, there is no distraction. The entire
Like-
thing that happened is now gone and over.
She has.
The
she has
entire thing
expended
we just.
herself.
She took
Okay.
one spell.
So yeah, it was
Wiped
it was
out everything
an enhanced spell,
at
but like we
once.
don't know if it was just a larger spell slot
Right. It
or
could
like
be
if it was just sorcery points.
right.
Did I just walk into the total party wipe?
Almost.
So
Essentially.
first of all,
I'm
I've been saving a
excited.
fucking
Set
I
up.
want to
for you.
witness this.
And then second of all, dude, like I'm pretty sure that if J4 said, "So, is it go time?" that Lockree would immediately shoot a poison dart and try to give this woman a heart attack. So I'm just saying, let's do this. Let's get it done.
I think Lockery has a code against killing kids. Wouldn't that be
No.
funny?
Absolutely not.
I almost let
he-
what's
he-
his name?
He prefers it.
1,000%.
I was ready to sacrifice. The first time we met him, I almost just let him die in the lava.
He
I was like, let's just leave him.
he charges by the pound for his the people he
For his
ends up
skill set.
killing. So, it's a discount for small ones and that
I'm
includes
doing this
children.
at a break for you. Yeah.
How much does
you
he weigh?
guys-
25?
Do you guys have a party of kobold with you at all in the trees, or are you guys?
Yes.
Or are you still waiting for that? Okay.
Listen, I'm saying that we have a moment of opportunity here to fucking just do this. Let's just do
And
it.
I'm saying we don't.
Wait, are you saying that as Gus,
I'm
or are you
saying-
saying that as Kevin? That's the question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
That's not an answer. That is
Yes,
not an
it's,
answer.
it's two answers. It's the same answer. Yes.
First of all,
Dude,
Cone of
when-
Cold is a fucking cantrip, if I'm remembering correctly.
What is?
No.
Cone of Cold, isn't that a
Cone of Cold
cantrip?
is not. No.
No.
That's Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Cone of Cold is a second or third level spell.
It's a 5th level spell. Minimum.
Yeah,
Oh, it
Cone
is?
of Cold.
Oh, okay, shit.
Because you're
Okay.
thinking, what is it? The flame one.
Yes.
Flame hands.
Yeah, Burning Hands. Yes.
Which is always a disappointing spell most of the time, where it's just like, oh,
Most of the-
look at this. Oh, you all take fucking 3
Nothing.
damage.
You all take nothing. You all take no
3
damage.
damage, and
Son of a
most of you saved, so you take damage. But fire, so double that if you're fucking
Down.
immune or whatever. Fuck. Cone of Cold is a big fucking one. I think it's like 60 feet or something, isn't it?
Think
As opposed
so?
to 15.
Yes, it's
Like
it
holy
takes,
shit.
yeah. That's how she got everybody. It must have been how she got it. But at
Right.
the same rate, I'm just saying. So you have a spellcaster who's focused on a thing.
Okay.
Surprise attack, bitch!
Okay, focused on what? If you spent one spell. Oh, you've done this. So, when we first had the Grung come at us with, thinking that we had Neng Neng with Locke.
Which we did.
And then you just walked.
We do.
I think it was you. Maybe it was Eric. But you walked up and just boom. With Shatter.
Oh, no, that was me.
Thunderwave.
No,
That was
yeah,
me.
no, that
It-
wasn't me. That
it was
wasn't me.
it was
That was me.
Thunderwave. Okay,
That
but
was me.
so Thunderwave happens. It's something where it's like, okay, that's it. That's just I used my turn. He's not then super hyper focused on all his victims and being like, if someone throws out a hold person, I'll be at disadvantage.
so-
It'll be like,
so
no,
listen,
I'm still
listen,
a
let
fucking
me-
mind freak.
Hold
Fucking
on. Let me
Chris
ask you this.
Angelin over
let,
here.
Let me ask you this. We recognize this little girl as somebody that's got to go, right? Yes. Yes.
What is going on?
in the moment where she is clearly focused and spending her energies on dealing with something, we have the chance to maybe get a surprise
That's the little
and
girl?
zap her from the back. Yeah, she's gross. And zap her and hold her, at which point, Gust, you could run out and just annihilate her because she can't do anything. And then we deal with the rest of the party. This is like,
Okay.
this is the figurehead. We've drawn it out.
Yes, I understand that, and she is the figurehead for a reason. The last time we tried to fight these guys, they had themselves protected immediately. and then
So,
we
Kevin,
couldn't do
I'm gonna-
anything to them.
I'm going to put something else out
The
there.
reason that we were bringing
gonna-
the Yuanti here is
Wait.
to try and wear them
I'm
down, and it
I'm
took
gonna look-
a single spell.
J4 is going to look
That's
at
not
Gust
worn
and
down.
just be like, Gust, I'm sorry. Gust, I didn't want to tell you this, but those symbols I put on your forehead have made you magical. Go get her.
Deception.
Exactly.
Roll a deception.
I'm still not charging to my death.
Yeah, this is a bad idea, guys.
Right. We've tried this. The whole reason that we spent all of tonight trying to make up these fucking plans to do all of this was because they're fucking monsters that have enough power that we have to actually consider them a threat.
Honestly, guys, our best bet is to try to take care of them in the tomb.
Perfect. Like at this point,
At this point,
like the only other thing is the King of Feathers, and that again, what's that? 2 fucking spells from them? Jesus Christ.
yeah, we don't want to give them any more experience.
Right.
At this point, we're just beefing them up.
So
They're like, oh, I've seen they're like, oh, I've seen these
Yeah.
bots come at us before. I know the combo.
Right.
I know the attack pattern. That being said, I still don't know what's going on. We're seeing this lady. We're hiding in the
well,
trees.
Brian, we spent the last hour and a half coming up with a brilliant plan, only to
Nice.
have it spit in our faces.
Nice. That
Seconds
same.
later.
I'm glad I didn't miss much. That's same as usual. That's usually how our games go.
Yeah, so we
It's
so
only when
here's-
we don't plan we succeed.
Here's a quick recap. We made an outfit for me that made it look like I was a Fey wizard, so it was all like red and stuff. And then I dragged a bunch of Yuanti from over here.
Yuanti are the snake people, right?
Yes, exactly.
I've
And
had
so-
that word Yuanti stuck in my head all week, and I was like, oh, is it the snake
TJ,
people? Is it the other
do they
one?
suspect us now?
So
No.
I brought them over, and then I got down here, got teleported into the bushes. This is where the party is. And then all of that whole group of Yuanti came in, and then they were like, hey, we're going to attack. That young chick with the half-old face, the 9-year-old with the half-old face.
The 9-year-old that got taken over by her grandmother.
Yeah, she fucking threw out a cone of cold that just entirely annihilated the whole thing that we had planned all night.
you can see why, because she's got that cone of cold eyebrow.
And
Is that where it comes out of?
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah, it definitely comes out of that eye for sure.
right. Just gives a bit of a wink, and then cold. So yeah, she annihilated the whole thing that we spent tonight doing with one fucking spell. And then
All right,
Tom
so-
said,
Get
"Yeah,
her."
perfect. Time to attack."
And that's one of them.
I just feel like Locke's got one arrow that's gonna hit with a toxin that's gonna make her heart explode. And
I've got my wyvern poison, but we have 3 other guys we'd have to deal with on top of her, and that's
Yeah, that's
If it
3
kills
other
her-
spells.
Brian
that could
Brian
And if
hasn't
that
been
could
here
count-
all night, and
that
he
could
understands
easily
the
Brian,
situation
Brian,
more
no,
than
what I'm
Tom.
saying.
anything that we throw at them.
No, wait. Before we do anything else, I have a quick story that I really wanted to tell at the start of tonight, and Brian wasn't here because he's like an asshole. He didn't show
Oh.
up.
okay.
And it wait to the end.
So now we're gonna wait till the end. So, Brian,
Yes.
I want you to know, before I start this, that Tourette's is real, and that
Uh,
Tourette's
Oh,
is very funny. Not
Okay.
funny for the person who's suffering from it,
sure.
but for the rest of the world that is exposed to
Yeah, I
it.
used to watch the Tourette's guy on YouTube. He was pretty funny.
The other day, I
Well,
stopped
wait,
by a
hold
Blue
on.
Moose.
Are we?
Mhm.
That's
We're
what-
segueing. We're segueing.
No, we're pausing that.
Quick
TJ
pause.
said, "Can it wait until the end?"
Ah, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
He did. Okay, fine.
It's okay. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Right.
I can't go any
It'll
further.
be there.
Okay, I'll be here the whole time.
All
You
right,
had
hold
me
on
at
to your butt.
If you
Hold
take,
on to
You
your
had
butt.
me at Tourette's is funny.
Hold on to your butt. Hold on to your butt.
I am
That being said,
okay.
if I just saw these guys get ass blasted by Cold Girl, I don't know that I would attack her immediately.
right, like maybe
How many snakes are we talking here?
20.
20.
20 snakes! She killed 20 snakes!
In an instant.
Lots of snakes.
exactly.
We like barely survived like fighting like 5, well not barely, okay, that's an exaggeration, but we
Right,
had
but-
trouble fighting like 5 of these guys and she just ass blasts 20 of them.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm an amphibian. That's just all I'm saying. I'm an amphibian, they're a reptile. I
What
get it.
what can this tell you about how to approach? Do you guys have insight? You guys have
They're
insight on what
racists and they hate snakes.
They're
Obviously, they're
and they're
snake
great
racists.
at unleashing that hate.
All right, so can
All
I
right,
make,
with
hey,
my
can I make
insight
an
of
insight check?
15,
I'm gonna roll
TJ, what
an
does it
insight
tell
check
me?
to see. It's not a
uh, probably approach from different angles and
Yes.
don't yeah.
But they like know us, right? Like we were getting the cubes for them, maybe.
Yeah,
Not
But they
necessarily
probably
for
attack
them.
us anyway.
We have a
You
truce,
guys-
and that's
you
why
guys-
we handled it in the way that we did, so that we didn't raise any suspicion for them. Because the Yuanti attacking them is something that already happened. You know, if it happens again, of course they fucking attacked us again.
Should we tell them we'll give them like 1 cube now and 1 cube when we get to the temple, or we tell them that we have a cube hidden
6
somewhere?
of them. They have
Oh.
3, so we're using
4.
each other to get into
They have
the.
4.
There's only
There are
9
9 cubes.
Yeah, good call.
No, we have 6.
They're all
Oh, okay.
ones you guys have are at the bottom, and the ones they have.
Is one of our
starting at the
cubes
top.
fake? Is it one of those knockoff cubes from China?
Shut up! Don't tell him that.
Shigambi.
Did you get it off of eBay?
They said it was real.
Moa.
I had the insurance
Nang,
on my item.
It all added up. It all added up.
You guys do notice that it might be strange that they if you guys
Also,
just
would it
were
be-
pop out now. That
Yeah,
it'd
if we
be-
all the
Yeah.
snakes were like, oh god, you know, jeez.
Ah, well, that had nothing to do with us. Weird. That's
Give it
just
exactly
a coincident
Maybe we
time.
could take a long rest,
Give it exactly
and then
6
we'll
minutes.
take a
and then
long
let's
rest
do
in the
it.
trees.
you
Hey.
you see. You
Although
see,
I'm tempted to walk up and karate chop one of the frozen snake people and see if they break into a bunch of pieces. That is tempting.
well, speaking of, you do see Zigmara walk away. She's the little girl. She walks back, and you see the rest of them start to, throw fireballs out at these Yuanti to smash the remains.
Now, do they smash them in one fireball? Does it look like it takes a couple of fire? How many fireballs does it take to smash a frozen snake person?
It seems to
Just instantly.
when they hit one, it seems like these things are frozen through. Whatever they did, it completely froze it, and then they just kind of melt it away. But they don't.
blow up. That's,
They don't. They're not like casting high level spells. They're just like doing a firebolt to like
defrost.
eat the
Hey,
destroy.
hey, hey! If it's
remains.
firebolt, they gotta roll to hit.
It's
No.
It's
It's a save.
I'm just.
no.
I'm just.
It's rolled. He's right. It's rolled to hit. it, but
Fire
it's-
bolt?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not doing fireballs over here, which would be pretty interesting.
I thought that's what they were doing, because I thought that would be excellent. Just like fucking 4 fireballs being thrown out there just to go. Fucking Dragon Ball Z style. Just
Just the pieces, yeah.
throwing like
You
just
can fuck
a
with us, you dumbass
1,000 blasts. Devastating the land.
Fucking Nazis.
Yeah, like that scene, like that scene at the end of *Inglourious Bastards* where they just shoot Hitler in the face about 1,000 times. They're just doing that you want to.
So yeah, that's fair. That's what Brian just wanted to do. So can't really get mad at him about it. So like I drew earlier.
Well, they already did it, so I got to see it.
Right.
Maybe not up close like I wanted to, but
Didn't get to try it myself, but do something like this.
it was more the scientific pursuit of just knowing for a fact. You
Right.
know.
Maybe not go back to night, since that now that I remember it's not nighttime, or it
It's
is
not.
nighttime.
It's not.
Uh,
No.
It's
still
not.
long and day.
It's not.
so
You guys
it's-
can come back at night if you want. You can come back with kobolds or any of the other plants if you guys want to execute
Anything else
those.
we want to see
I
them
think
kill.
we're just gonna
That would
come
be
back
cool.
and we're just gonna see where the tomb takes us, because if we fuck with these guys, we're dead.
Yeah, it has to be an actual situation of benefit to us before, we actually engage. Because we've tried this twice now. Well,
Mhm.
3 times. Where one, it was just like 2 of us, and then they bailed. All right, that makes sense. The next time, it was like, hey, let's fight them. And we couldn't do a fucking thing to them. And then, so this time, we tried sending someone else, and they got wiped out immediately. So yeah, I'm thinking we need a way, way more optimal situation
It's fair. It's
before
fair.
we do anything else, because these fucking guys. And who knows what the tome has in store for all of us. Tomb.
Tombstone.
Okay, so you
So
guys
I
are
think that we take our kobold guerrilla group and we take them into the tomb with us.
They're coming with us. Is that cool with you
I-
guys?
I
And then
honestly
fucking-
think that what we should do is tell them to raid the Thayans while we're in the tomb with them, so that whatever they
Well, yeah,
have for a
that
power source,
that was
they
the
takes it
original
from us.
idea.
Yeah.
Is like once we're distracting them, they're
Maybe
taking.
we could take like 5 with us. Oh no, the Thans are the red guy. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
so the rest of your party of artists, Dragonbait, Iku, don't really seem comfortable with going in with the Red Wizards.
Fucking hell, dude.
Well, then let them work with the
Yeah.
kobold, and they can go raid that whole compound while we're in there with them.
Yeah, and no, that
Oh, like they can steal all their shit while we're in there.
I wasn't planning on bringing them in. They don't know our connection, and they don't need to know
Yeah.
how big our party is and what we have behind
Laying-
us.
Because
Yeah,
part
exactly.
of it would be that artists would feel like you guys already are preparing for them to betray you, but for
Right.
them to see the Ring of Winter, that would just be another huge prize for them. And then Iku, you're not sure of the reasons why, but she goes, I don't want to be a part of them. Like I said from the beginning, I would travel with you guys for being a party that is trying to do good in the world, and this won't lead to any good.
Well, then y'all can go fight them, because we don't have the manpower.
Or Kobold
Yeah.
power.
All right,
or
so
kobold power. It's true.
so I think would we want to come back in the morning?
Yeah, we should just sleep or something.
Yeah.
If
You're
you
like, wow, what happened here? I've never seen anything like this before.
if you sleep, anything that was lost through that encounter is restored.
Yeah, so we
Same
need
as
to meet them
guys.
either midday or night.
Let's just do this. I feel like
I think-
we have literally spent the whole night doing this. We saw them exercise their power. They're rested. We're rested. Let's just do this. Let's
Yeah.
just move on with it.
Right. I think at this point we've got the cubes. We go to the tomb.
And
See.
whatever happens.
Yeah, let's
happens.
just see what happens. I mean,
Exactly,
we fight them there, we
exactly.
fight them
Yeah,
here.
Bidoof takes the wheel.
Like we tried
Maybe
to
we
set
can
up
have 'em
a
walk in
favorable
front of us.
scenario.
We should have them walk in
by-
front of us so they hit all the booby traps first.
Right.
Well, I think that maybe Bidoof, because that's been the speaker to.
Did
the
we?
kobolds,
Does Bidoof?
says-
Does he
Sa-
take the blood sacrifice of the kobolds?
Well, I don't know what that, but basically, we're gonna set out with these assholes while we're gone. Go grab all their shit, and that's our like exiting motto.
If they leave anything, they could take it all with them.
Oh no, 100%. But at the same rate, we might as well like make that be the thing that we're suggesting, right?
Yeah,
Sounds good. At least a few of them
maybe
anyway.
take
Do
one or
that.
two with us. Pack tactics, guys. Pack tactics.
Well, even
PTs,
that,
yo.
like
PTs.
trying to get them in if we're seen with kobolds, and
And then the
then
kobold attack.
you know if they're
Yeah.
even able
Okay.
to communicate,
Okay.
we don't want to
What
show our
about your plan
hands.
earlier about disguising them as gorillas?
Oh yeah, that is how they're gonna attack.
We turn them into gorillas.
Gonna
KGGT.
polymorph them into giant
KGGT.
apes.
But yeah, we should just probably meet with these guys and just be like, we got our shit, you got your shit.
Right.
Let's do some shit.
Let's do some shit, yo.
So, all right, you guys are approaching next morning.
Do any of the things still look frozen, or are they all pretty much just like defrosted on the
They're
ground?
getting
They're dead.
I just want to know about karate chopping one of them.
Or the,
That's
any
fair.
any left?
Is there any frozen bits left? Or is it all defrosted and melted and probably burnt up now?
Should probably grab one of their fangs so you can take it with.
I was thinking of that too. Milking one of their fangs or something. If there's one intact. Because I do like a, what would I do to
I
search
mean, I
their
don't know how
bodies?
you're going to approach them because the rest of them are taking them out. Like these guys aren't just like right in front of you; they're within the compound, and you guys are across the way.
Just walk, well, as we walk in to go and talk to these guys, maybe be like, whoa, what the hell happened? And then trying to go over and take a fang off of one of these things, or
It looks
perhaps
like
karate chopping a fang off if it's frozen.
it looks like they're just destroying the evidence. So when you get
Oh,
there,
they're just all burnt up.
Yeah, that they would do that.
Ditch the evidence.
Just pieces of ice that are all melting.
And then you notice there's like burn marks all over the wall from times before, and you're like, oh shit. How many times do they do this? Are we next?
But
It's fair. It is fair.
now the
We
other
show up
thing,
and they're like, yeah, nothing happened, and we're like, oh, okay.
the other thing is, I think we want to leave a cube behind.
Somewhere, yeah, might not be bad.
Yeah.
I am confused. So you guys are talking about going to the tomb with them, but you're leaving cubes behind?
No, once we're on our way to the tomb, like, just because,
Just as insurance.
right.
You
It's
need
like-
the.
Like,
What
once
are the?
once we're on our way to the tomb, and if it's just going to be like a, yep, we go in, we talk to
Like,
them,
if we show
whatever.
up and we're like, yeah, one cube is halfway between us and the tomb, they won't immediately ass blast us. If we show up and we're like, yeah, we got all cubes, look how heavy they are, and then they ass blast us.
Right.
But we could also just walk in and just be like, yeah, let's fucking go.
Yeah, if
They,
it's just
where are they going to ass blast us? That's the question, really. It's just, it could happen
Right.
anywhere. We're just kind of
Yeah.
picking where we want to get ass blasted.
That's
Yeah.
3 ass
oh,
blasted. So
look at how much gold I have on me. I'd
I
hate
do have
for
so much
someone
gold, I
to
won't say that
attack
anymore.
me and
I
take
have a
all
lot of- I'm
6
rich
of these
now.
gold cubes.
No, I'm rich now. I can't say that anymore. I can't risk it.
Right.
I'm actually rich. Nah, let's just go in. Fuck it. I
Yeah.
think they're gonna attack us. If they're gonna attack us, they're gonna attack us, and they just don't give a fuck. They're clearly heartless
Where I am.
wizards.
And in what
Fucking
time
wizards.
span now are you guys coming out?
The next
and-
day. I
Yeah,
guess,
like
or
in the
it's
morning.
meeting
Just
tonight or
kind of like,
something.
hey, we took care of our stuff.
Oh, what's all this on the ground?
Okay.
And then they say nothing.
Dirt.
Oh, right,
snow dirt. Yeah. What's this?
There's two things with that is that adds another day to your journey, and then whatever ability that was gets restored. So
Yes.
if you're talking about fighting her the next day,
We aren't talking about fighting. We've
That's
already.
Yeah, we're
Trying
just
to
gonna see
avoid
what
that.
happens. We're just gonna walk in and be
But yeah, no,
super cash. We're just saying that like if they were
absolutely
gonna
that she is going to recover that, but it's more of like like you were saying, hey, those guys just got wiped out, and we walk out of the bushes, and it's like
immediately
weird.
after.
Hey,
Right. I
look,
just
we
didn't
have
know.
all of the things.
Right. I didn't know if that was the next. Okay, because this is
Yeah.
what I'm trying to piece together. Because you're talking about them betraying you, and
Yes.
then
Yeah.
you're talking about interacting with them at full again during that experimentation. So, like,
Right.
if you're saying the next day, and that's fine, you guys can do the next day. I'm just trying to figure out if you were going to come back midday or night, or
I guess
if you're
it
just going to
would
do
be
the next day.
midday.
It was
Because
dusk
if
when we had those guys chasing me.
it was,
So,
you guys
yeah.
waited till dusk to do that.
Yes.
All right, I think I missed that because I thought you guys said to do it during the day.
Now we were trying to have that be like at night, so that it's kind of like more of a night raid.
Disturbing their rest.
Right. And then the fact that she only had to use one spell, it's like, oh, that wasn't enough. Where now we're gonna try and fight.
We're just trying to approach them calmly, hoping they won't attack us immediately.
Yeah, we've got a truce.
We think they probably will, but we're hoping they won't at least immediately. But if we go
hoping
in
that
right
they
after
honor
the
the
kobolds
truce.
attack, then they'll definitely think we're,
Okay.
attacking them.
Okay. So Artist, Dragonbait, and Iku are leaving the party.
Yes.
Got it.
Yeah, they pussied out.
Yeah, having her lose just the one spell doesn't make it like, okay, this is winnable now, guys. We all
right.
yeah, this is fucking what's it called?
I'm just
the
gonna put
water
this out
god
there
is
again.
useless. Eric,
I'm just-
what am I
yes,
talking about?
yes.
Konosuba.
I'm just
Oh,
pointing-
Aqua.
No,
Yes,
but
but-
the fucking explosion. She has one mega like nuclear
Oh no,
bomb
that's
attack
Mega
per
Mean.
day.
That's Mega Mean.
So
Right.
I'm just putting
That's
this out there again.
yeah, different person.
My
No, I know.
saves are an 18. That's almost as high as it can possibly be for anybody here. So when we do this, I was ready to do this, but when we do this, I'm good to go. Let's do this. So
Oh, I'm just more thinking like, I mean, if in the tomb there might be stuff that drains her more, and she
Yeah.
has to use other
kinda
and more
use the-
spells.
We
'Cause
use the
one-
map hazards.
One wizard out of
Well,
at least
can I-
four
Well, can we do? Wait, can we do
using
this?
one spell doesn't
Can we-
make it like, oh,
Can we do this
Here
as
we
a
go.
party that we maybe tonight, like the night before we re-engage with them, that we have a go phrase like shitty
yeah,
shanty.
I know
pirates is
you were
that,
going
so.
for shitty shanty. I know.
No, but
yeah,
I'm just
but
saying
whatever
that, like,
we.
yeah. So like if Gus,
Can we
is
make it like
walking
naughty
next to
nang
her-
nang?
Yeah, you know what? No, nang nang rules. How about that? Whatever, like something
No,
like that.
I like
no,
the
no. You're
alliteration,
supposed
though.
to
Naughty
use
nang
some.
nang.
No, you're supposed to use something that you wouldn't just say in normal conversation.
Frogfoot.
We would always, dude. He's always saying that.
He is.
Like
We're
catchphrase.
not. The rest
Right,
of us
but-
aren't.
But then you hear that.
The group
Uh,
catchphrase.
like the-
Wait,
you have
what was the
to-
name? Wait,
it has to
what
be
was the name of the
clear.
Stegosaurus in the dinosaur race? Jeffrey Plates. Jeffrey Plates. Just say Jeffrey Plates.
That's that's a good one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jeffrey Plates, and then that means fucking go all
And
out.
then he
That's
reappears.
what that
He
means.
makes a reappearance.
Yeah,
in the
he
tomb.
shows up as a spiritual dinosaur
Yeah.
and stomps her
We,
face.
we
in.
have to say it 3 times, and then the battle begins
in a
with
in a
him
dark
showing
room,
up.
with the
It's
lights
just Mac
out
and
in a
Charlie were
mirror.
the big bad
Jeffrey
the whole
Plates, Jeffrey
time.
Plates, Jeffrey Plates.
They were just trying to find the tomb too, and they were using us.
Jeffrey Plates is like, I don't need any of y'all. He just kills us. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, he comes
Right.
in. He does a flame breath.
Yeah,
Like, wait,
you know,
what?
Stegosaurus flame breaths, as they're known for.
stands up,
Yeah.
starts throwing his
But
plates off his back like shuriken.
as a
Yeah.
group, if any of us see
Well, you
the
were busy
Thay,
studying dinosaur races.
no, if any of us see that they either weaken to a point that we should strike, or that
I studied the plates.
or that the Thay are doing a thing that makes us have to do this.
Or even if we
We-
could just lose them if we
we-
could get our hands on the plates.
We
the
all
things-
know that's the statement, right? We're all kosher with
Yes.
that. Like that's our
Johnny
okay.
Plates.
Jeffrey, God, fuck you, Jeffrey Plates. That's his name. Jeffrey
Jeffrey
fucking
Dahmer?
Plates. Come on.
He was a serial killer.
Yeah, there's no Dahmer. There's just fucking Jeffy Stego Plates, and we drop the Stego, and it's just Jeff Plates. That's what it
Okay.
is.
The plates of Jeffrey.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, so to the tomb.
We go to these guys and see how they
Tomb
react.
it!
Yeah, the
Right.
tomb.
Like if
I feel like I've prepared all the wrong spells, but yes, I'm ready. Let's do this.
That
Well,
means
now-
we're ready.
now we just slept. This is the morning. This is the morning after.
You can say, "Oh no, I woke up next to J4. What did I do?"
Is there a pill that I can take?
No,
for this?
no, wait. You wake up next to J4, but J4 has his back to you completely, and you're just like, oh no, something weird happened. I know something weird happened. I just think that you fought it a few times in your sleep. I'm not really sure what happened, but okay.
So
Please
morning,
keep your scorpion hour to yourself.
morning time. Meet with these guys. Hey, want to head to the tomb?
We have our shit.
2 minutes.
You have some
Alright.
shit. We have some shit.
You guys approach all grouped up.
Yes.
Yeah. Just as a team.
Wait. We approach all grouped up, but J4 is ready to cast a fucking hold person as soon as possible.
All right. They will see you holding that spell.
No,
Just-
I'm not. No, wait. I'm
It's
not
like holding
I'm
in a
just-
fart, Tom. They know.
That's
They
fine.
don't
That's
see
fine.
it.
I'm like, no,
'Cause
I'm just
it's not good
saying-
for you.
Wait. There's a difference between holding a spell and just being ready to cast, and that's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah,
declaring.
and game
if anybody
sense
does
wise,
anything- yeah.
it's literally just, the same. Like, in terms of just, oh, I'm just walking around. It's like, I'm ready to cast. It's like, yeah, so you're walking around too.
No. I think that at this point there is a tension between the Thayans and us. So that tension is palpable.
Yeah, we tried
And-
to kill them the
Yes.
first time.
Yeah,
We-
but no. Oh, what the fuck? No, they tried to kill us the first time we found them. Shut the fuck up. And so,
Oh.
that being said, I'm just saying that I am not
I
walking
like how
in
that's
being
not
like,
true.
oh man, I wonder how I'm just gonna be shocked. They fucking cast hold person and tried to drag us towards one of their temples. Pretty sure that's offensive. So yes.
I'm not
They're
saying they
fucking
did
Nazis.
nothing. I'm saying they didn't, you don't know that they were trying to kill
We have
you.
a truce with them. Don't try to start shit.
Right.
I'm not trying. Listen, I'm
Stop
literally
being
saying
I
Tinker.
understand what you're trying to do.
I'm
You're
not.
going about it the wrong way.
You know what? Well then, fuck you, and fuck you. I'm J4ing
Wait,
this.
who
I am
didn't you say
walking
fuck
in
to?
saying I'm ready. I'm ready for an
TJ?
all-out assault, but I'm
If
not
you were
doing it yet.
J4ing it, you'd just be walking in ready to talk.
Right. And
No,
also,
J4 is done with
No,
talking
you're
with these
handling
assholes.
this right now.
he
Gentlemen.
has been kind of like this with the Thay.
Gentlemen,
And now,
the
with-
Thayans,
and
I
with the
am not
whole
down with
thing-
talking with. These are not the fucking the princes of Port
Dude.
Nario.
none of us like this situation. Why do you think we spent all night trying to get the fucking Yuanti here so that we could kill them after?
So before
we
anybody
wanna
yells at
bring
me anymore,
the fucking
what I'm
king
saying
of feathers
is, I'm
here.
just saying
We're
that
on
I am
board
not going to
with
be
these
caught
guys
unaware.
dying.
That is the only thing I'm saying. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Yeah. No, again, this whole thing is rife
You're still
with
yelling.
fucking tension.
Okay. All right.
I'm talking. This is
Well, as you guys approach the compound, Miku and Artis will approach one last time and say, I know that you have decided to go into the tomb with the Red Wizards, but I don't think that this is the right move. We
Do-
signed up
You're
to help you.
Do you
We signed up to help you end this curse, and we would like to see it through. If you go in there with them, it leaves them more opportunities to take you out one by one. I don't know if that's the right way to go about it. We'll leave if you
How
think
do
that
you
that's the
suppose we
correct
get
choice.
we get the cubes from them then?
We have to make our stand. We can try to steal from them.
I don't think we can. Did you see the ass blast?
Like,
J4 is
that-
just like,
You know,
That's
I don't want to leave.
Didn't say this
I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave D&D Nick Cage behind.
We're just concerned about it. If you
So
think
are
that's
we.
the best move.
I think I
I don't
altering
think that
the
this is
deal.
the best move.
I think that the statement to them is lead the kobolds to raid everything and anything that they have and find out as much as you can. And if you can talk to us while we're in the caves, talk to us.
Like, in the caves.
Excuse me.
in the tomb.
Guys,
tomb, sorry.
guys, I don't know, man.
I mean, we also. You could be looking at it wrong. You know what? I'm talking in
just
character.
stick- we
You
could just
could be
try-
looking at it wrong. Not only does it give them a chance to take us out one by one, it could also do the opposite. We could be set up to be able to take them out one by one. We don't know what the tomb holds
Weldy.
for us.
Yes,
Weldy, you said you had a spell locate objects.
I do.
I do. Well, Weldy does, and I do as well.
Do we wanna waste spell slots seeing if we can locate them?
I'm going to make one change. I know that I'm showing this map, but I want this to happen before you guys taking the long rest. So later that night, before they part with you, they'll have this conversation.
Yeah. So this is during the same day
That first night.
Just at night, it's
Before we
about
go.
to
that
be
the one that the Yuanti attacked.
right. So it's dusk. It's dusk.
Yeah, that
well,
stuff
you
happened.
guys did that at dusk, and then now it's night. Like you guys are preparing, and
Yep.
then before they finally leave, they get their belongings of where you guys set up camp, and as they're departing, they'll say like, we were. Mhm.
I am all on board with a different plan of trying to figure out how we get these cubes and take that and turn the situation into our favor, because every time we've dealt with them, it hasn't been in our favor. I mean, J4, I am all on board with fucking punching holes in their fucking heads. It's a matter of getting my fist to their head, because that has proven quite difficult, and I don't think a hold person is going to be able to cut it against such a fucking monster. I want it to. Don't get me wrong.
Wait,
I want them
what-
dead.
what I'm-
D-E-D, dead.
So, all right. So, I love that we are all on the same page with this. I do. I'm just saying that, like, when you cast a whole person, there's a save.
They have to make a
You
save, but
obviously-
like the
right.
thing is,
So my point was, if we could do that while they were distracted, which was what I was thinking when she ran out and did that. Like, she ran out and cast a spell and did all this stuff. Let's see if we can do this to just get her right now and maybe catch her off guard. That was our best moment, but whatever. So
How is she
I
distracted?
think we'll
though?
get some chances
Like,
in the
she's-
tomb. I mean,
and
there's
like,
probably gonna
Right.
be harder
she
stuff
could
in
be
the tomb.
distracted, but like the other people could have immediately counterspelled your whole person.
Well, no. So here, listen. So here's where we're at, right? So that didn't work. We're here. We're partitioning. We're like partitioning with them, parlaying with them. We're gonna go into the boom tomb. We're gonna all do it together.
We
and then
might
all-
might not necessarily be here. We're at the night before currently, because we haven't necessarily established that we're definitely going to their camp just yet because we're talking with Artemis right now. And it's just like, I mean,
I want to stay with Ice. I would definitely prefer staying with Iceman Nick Cage.
well, right. Like,
Artex,
not
whatever
even
his name
like,
is.
oh no, I'd love to have our guys, Arctis. I'd love to have the people that we're traveling with being like, hey, can I turn my net? No, I'm gonna have to keep looking back, aren't I? You motherfucker, you little bitch. Yeah, no, that sounds like what I really want to be doing as we're entering this tomb. It's like, no way. Yeah, let's get people who we can actually trust. But how?
We're short on those.
Well, so you know what? So we're short on them, but at the same rate, they kind of number us equal to equal, right? In the sense of like total numbers. So it's not like there's like 40 Thayan wizards coming in. There's 5
Well,
or 6. Just like
Yeah,
there
I'd
are
probably-
Well,
So,
there's
so, so
there's-
I'm gonna ask
there's the
Artex.
5
Okay, if we
main
go to
ones.
fight them, are you gonna come with us?
Was that? Sorry, what was that too?
So like if we decide to fight them, are they gonna come with us? Because like they've been very like want to
Wolf-
stay away from the Fae. And the
Well-
only way we're getting these cubes from them is if we fight them.
Yeah, they'll fight alongside you.
Okay, so we have kobolds, the guy who took down an army of ice giants, and our guide. And Dragonbait.
What if wait. What if we know this and we walk in with them and then we fight them here? So they're right next to us and we just do it.
Well, I'm asking the party if we like those numbers. We have a better chance at fighting them if everybody's with us fighting, is what I'm saying. Whereas it has been to my understanding that Artex here has been overcome with sadness, like the gif I just sent, and has not been fighting at all.
Who hasn't been doing that? Who hasn't been fighting?
Oh, that's the saddest
Ice
thing
Nick
in the whole
Cage.
world.
Ice
Jesus
Man Cage
Christ,
hasn't been
Wolfgang, I
fighting?
repressed this memory for so long.
Well, you're not fighting against the sadness then,
Damn it,
Brian,
now it's
are you?
back. You unzipped me.
Okay.
Like, are we going? Come on, Artex, come on. Let's go. Let's go fight these people. Artemis, whatever the hell his name is. Nick Cage.
So what about? I mean, the kobolds aren't.
Let's just fucking.
They're not a high number in terms of combat. That doesn't get us much.
Hold on.
But hold on, wait, because what they can do, apparently, is set traps. So if we go in,
okay, that's great. Anybody
get
else
these
triggered
guys-
by fucking Artex? Like to the fact that like you're like, oh shit,
what a
I'm in,
bitch!
I'm
Tom's
really
not even
excited
gonna
this
say
shit.
anything useful. So we could get these guys and then bring them out, and meanwhile have traps all along the way to the tomb to try and
Have
wear
them, like,
these
go
guys
ahead of
down.
us?
Well, we
The
could know where
kobolds
the
go ahead
traps
of us?
are.
Have the traps?
Exactly. They set up all the traps, since that's what they could bring. Then have a thought process of like all of these guys and have an ambush. Have the party set up there. The rest of the party. That might be our best bet.
Listen, I'm down for throwdown with the Wizard Nazis. As long as we have everybody, including our NPC allies,
Yeah, that would
definitely
be the
is what I'm saying.
Miku, Artist will help, Dragonbait will help, and then your newfound army of kobolds. And however you guys want to approach it, you can approach it here. And it's nighttime, so they're kind of turning in. Probably have someone looking out for them. And then
Let's do it.
that's kind of
Now's
the
the
situation.
perfect time. Perfect. And then if that's the case, now it's now or never.
I feel like everyone is still
And this
pretty
is sorry,
animated,
we're at
so
the tomb, or we're at the other location where the snakes went in.
We're talking
Or
about
we're at
ambushing their camp right now.
Okay.
and if there's any other preparations that you want to make, you guys can start instructing the kobolds to make traps. You guys can try to scout out this place. You guys can still try to split up and summon the King of Feathers or anything else, or summon dragon spirits because that's a thing too.
Oh,
Um,
guys. What if we summon the King of Feathers?
Does
Doesn't matter if
J4
they
have
take it
those?
down in one hit.
which one? I'm trying to keep up. What if you guys summon the King of Feathers and then?
Yeah, what if we
G4 have
summon
both?
the King of Feathers?
Okay.
It doesn't matter if they take it down in one hit, honestly. But we use the King of Feathers as a distraction on one end of their camp and attack them from the other end. We might have to fight the King of Feathers sooner or later at that point, but like it might be our best bet.
I mean, I'm
With our
the backup was to get the King of Feathers, so
yeah,
we can pop that double arcane scroll.
but like in the middle of the night while they're in between their rest, right?
Yeah.
So that they don't get their rest, so they don't get the spell slots that they did waste today on back.
They did use more on the other, cremating the evidence. That could factor in too.
Well, those are all cantrips. Sounds like.
Cantrip, schmantrip.
I believe Firebolt is a cantrip.
Yeah. If they were just using Firebolt, then yeah.
I mean, regardless, we're gonna die if we go in there with them. I say we just say fuck it and go for it.
Well,
When has that ever?
Oh my god, that's
When has
literally
that
what I
ever
said
proven-
when they froze the fucking snake people.
We didn't
God
have
damn
our
it.
full. Okay, we didn't have our full party with us.
And
Everybody was right there.
no, we didn't have
The him guy.
everything set up because we set up to just be like, yeah, we'll see what happens and go from there.
So would the kobolds be setting it up like outside of their
we
camp?
weren't expecting them to take care of the snake people so fast.
That's fair.
It was more of a let's see what unfolds, and then the paper was immediately burned. And it's like, well,
It was frozen.
that's not anything at all.
I feel a lot more comfortable knowing that Ice Nick Cage is going to be with us.
There is something to be said about
at the
that.
sheer power that I've seen him do with that one time with the Ice Giants.
All right, so are we trying to get the King of Feathers?
Let's just fucking do it.
All right.
All in.
All in.
All in. If we die, we die.
All
That's what the tomb's about, right?
It has too
Is
many
it-
names.
Is that what it's all about?
Let's
It
get
is
that
the
corpse
tomb
grinder going.
of Annihilation. We're not in the tomb yet. What do you guys
Listen,
do?
it's a miracle we've made it this far. Let's be real.
We've only lost one.
Right.
It's a miracle we've made it this far with only losing one.
All right. So we running north, grabbing the King of Feathers. You
Let's
guys
do it.
setting up an arcane gate so that you can bring him.
Let's blow our 2 Arcane Gate scrolls to bring the King of Feathers here. and then whatever entrance the King of Feathers shows up in first, we take the opposite end and go for an attack, a pincer, if one might say.
If we could, because there's the open side, which is where we are. I mean, unless there's more, based on this.
Well, I'm looking at the map and I'm seeing like 3 different areas where
Yeah.
there's
you know,
4
Yeah, I was
if
gonna
we go
say.
south.
Because it's different than what is actually on the main map. So if this is kind of
Yeah.
actually what
So
we have,
if we have, let's say we have the King of Feathers here at the main entrance, right?
yep. I like that way.
So
Yeah. So I don't know what is going. So
maybe
we have the King of Feathers here, right? What if we have the say the kobolds coming from one area, the the NPCs coming from another area, and then the actual party coming from another area? That's a full-on pincer.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying.
that works.
All right.
So just trying to make sure that it works out. So I know that this might have been a failing on my part. I know that we've been talking about this for a while, but going between how much information to give and
Right.
and what you guys are talking about, um, trying to
Like
figure
if
out
I had
how
seen the
this
map
would
like
work.
this before, I would have said something along those lines beforehand.
Right. So if you guys want, you can tackle this any number of ways, and I've been trying not to put in too much information to like do this whatever plan.
Right.
But from what I'm hearing, and I know that this is always a bad thing to do in D&D, but if you split up, I know
Hear me
it's
out.
horrible. Hear me out. I You can have
We split up.
someone scope out this place, right? You can have that person work with people with the kobolds to set traps to figure out, because you guys see this. Everything you see is what you just get from scouting out the place, but you don't know exactly where the red wizards are. And then whoever else, probably um, who can ever cast the spell in the first place, and then Gust has the speed to distract the King of Feathers. You guys can open a portal and then make this your destination, and then figure out a place to open this out. You guys have already seen this today, so whoever is going to try to cast this, and I don't know, it might be only Nebis that has the capability of doing this, but if you open a portal here, anywhere on this map, you can choose where to put the King of Feathers and where else to put the traps. So you guys just let me know. We can set this up, and then for next time, we'll execute the plan and go that way.
J4, does he have the ability to cast it at 6th level? Like once he gets there? Or is
Ability
it
to cast
on
what?
his spell list?
Oh,
Arcane
it's
Gate?
a spell scroll, so
Well, it's a
anybody
scroll, so we can
can
do it
use
if we
it.
have access to it. Yep.
Yeah. If spell casting is the only thing that you need, then there's that. I
I
don't know if
believe
that was my rule.
Well, I think rules as written, however we're approaching it is whatever. But rules as written, I think you have to have it on your spell list to be able to try and use it.
No, we
Let
looked
me,
up scroll. No, we
No, it
looked up
says
scrolls. Scrolls are if you have the ability to cast that level spell,
that.
you
I
can
think
do it.
that's no. Kevin's right. I think but
sorcerer,
you're both
warlock,
right because
and wizard. So yeah, I think I'm the only one that would be able to use
Oh, all right,
Arcane Gate.
fair enough.
yeah. So yeah, Tom, we did rule that in one of the games that anyone can use a spell scroll and then they have just a higher DC for it.
I think that was
So-
pirates because we needed Brian to have night vision.
I
Yeah.
think that that may have been
well,
it.
I love
but
that
yeah,
that-
Also,
so-
because what's his name was providing scrolls, so I'm like, you guys can all use scrolls. Fuck it.
fair. Yeah.
So-
No.
So
Well, yeah, scrolls are kind of like a touch and go. So yeah, okay. I mean, I'm down with whatever. Like I'm not being like anti whatever with this.
yeah, what I'm saying with this is that was the ruling in another game, and rules as written is it needs to be on your spell list. Nevis would have an easier time at casting this, just because J4 is a spellcaster and like at least a full caster, because I know that Weldy is a half caster. So
Yeah, he's a
J4
paladin. He's
can-
just a smiter.
J4 can attempt it. It's just that the DC would be higher because it's not on your list. That's all.
Okay.
The way you
Fair.
cast spells is different. So you guys can choose between that, or run from the King of Feathers. Either way.
Either way.
Be right back, right?
Right. Um. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. My modifier is +9 with my sorcerer spells. So.
Mhm.
All right.
And the saves are 17. Isn't too great, but
Well, it's one less
It's
than
something.
18, which Tom was saying was like the highest in the game.
I mean, my charisma is 19. So.
Yeah. So next skill up or talent.
Well, that's the problem. That's the problem with multiclass.
Yeah,
need
but
to-
oh shit, you just got to 4th.
So
So that's 3 levels. But anyway, yeah.
So what I'd like to establish now is who is going where. Are you guys sticking as a party and going to all these different places together? Is
I
half
think
the party going
I think
to
the best
split
bet is to
over?
actually split the party. I'm not gonna lie, because
Is-
our stealth guy is Brian.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Even if I didn't have disadvantage with stealth, which I do, I only have a +2.
So with this, who is staying here at the compound?
I feel
then
like if
who
I'm
is
the
going
highest-
to the King of Feathers?
If I'm the highest stealth, then I should stick around and try and just keep an eye on them and help. I'm sort of organizing
Well,
the
do
kobolds a little
recon
bit.
and help set up
And recon,
traps.
yeah.
I know.
And do we want to set them out like just outside of the compound? I feel like we'd have a hard time setting up traps inside here, but maybe like at the doors or something. Was that what we wanted to do? I wasn't 100% sure on that.
Well, the whole
Or what,
thing
what
is
kind of traps do they set? What are these traps that they?
They dig holes.
You know, is it like a wicker basket with a bomb in it?
You've-
Is it,
you've seen that it's going to be a nuisance. I don't think it's going to be deadly. We're talking about Home Alone Kevin if he had enough time to prepare. Like
Right.
we're talking like that level. Like you're going to have these guys trip over and different things like that.
Right. So those
The-
ball
the-
bearings are coming into play, Tom.
Right.
Is what TJ is
Nice.
saying.
We're talking,
Nice.
and we're talking like you saw that the inventors they literally just put a skunk in a cage and they're like, this is a work of art. Like
you know,
Actually,
that
they're
is
a
true.
masterpiece.
I mean
So-
that is a pretty strong like, hey, this works.
This is going to be a mix of goofy and brutal, depending on
Perfect.
what comes into contact with it. So
You know, maybe it's just goofy enough that they're like a skunk in a cage. What the? I mean, maybe they'll just incinerate it, but maybe
you can
it'll
hang
distract from
it up
drawing.
outside the doors, things like that. That's up to
Okay.
the kobold inventors.
That's
Thing
something you could
is,
at least
is
draw them out.
thing is trying to figure out where you want to put the traps, how they're going to be effective, things like that. Um, so
Boy, Lockery has a brilliant tactical mind.
is Locke here with the rest of the NPCs waiting for the signal, and the signal being a giant dinosaur?
Yes.
But
Yeah, for sure.
did they?
Who else is going where?
I feel like Weldy should go um with the with what are our dragon baiting crew?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are. So they were going, unless you guys had other plans for them, they were going to stay down here and watch Locke. They're going to lose him because he's going to be stealthing in there, but still, in case they hear him, they'll be there to help Locke.
Yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
having Weldy with them would be beneficial because they get their +3, and Weldy isn't going to be much help with us necessarily.
Hmm.
All right.
And I think that me and Gus should go and deal with the Feather King. So
Yeah,
like
if you can
we
get that
send
gate.
the Feather King to here, and then I don't know, Gus like throws me on his shoulders, and we ride to here. If that makes sense.
Would it be something where we could set up the arcane gate then you go through it, you have it set up, so you go through, I distract him for 10 20 seconds or something so that
20
you
seconds
can
is
get away
average.
from the portal, and then I run into the portal, having him chase me so that we can lead him in here.
I'm just worried. I'm just worried about the portal getting counters like dispelled on the other end
Well,
if
that's
they pick up on it.
why I'm thinking like having it set up out here or something so that
Okay.
I can then
Okay.
run
Yeah.
it in.
Yeah.
And then that way,
Yeah.
if it's set up out here, you can come in and then come in and
I can
get set up or
astral.
whatever.
I can come in and I can use my astral step and vortex warp to teleport, so I'm not failing stealth rolls.
If it's back there, I don't even know if you would necessarily need the stealth rolls at that point yet.
Right.
So where do you?
Because we hadn't even necessarily yet started.
Well, let's have Locke do the recon, but as it stands, I would think that pretty much Weldy and J4 would stick with Nick Cage and Dragonbait and that crew, whereas Locke would take command of the Kobold
That checks
and
out.
start setting up traps.
And
The Home Alone style traps.
I feel
Man.
like having J4 ready with what's your fire spirit
Firewall.
to be able to pop anyone out as needed.
The fire teleport. Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm thinking, like, that your little guy there to be able to pop people out as needed.
Rana. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Then set up the gate, have it pop open. Nebus runs through. I distract the King of Feathers, run through. My plan is I'm gonna run through the gate with him behind me and then try and like run up a building so that he can't get to me. And then it's just like, all right, who else can I get? That wizard right there, that one.
Well, let's have Locke do his recon first.
Goddamn Skippy.
That way, if we can know the exact building that the wizards are in, we can have Gust aim for that building.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Yes. Can we? How about this? Can we do a locate object now?
Yeah.
To find where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or find, yeah.
I'm
Gross
just
spell.
worried.
Who's throwing out the locate object?
I can.
BRB fellers. One
I'm
sec.
gonna fuck really get tactics in.
Which object am I? Which cube specifically?
So the 3 that we don't have
Well, we have to do one at a time.
are. Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna tell you all 3, and then you can figure out what you're doing.
All right.
You have Shigambi. So it was Wongo, Aijin, and
Sorry, I'm back.
we have Shigambi, Aijin, Wongo. Fuck.
So we're gonna use the spell to try and figure out where these guys are instead of the recon, or you want me to run
Did
around
we-
as
We're
well?
still
we
gonna
ever
be doing
see
the
them?
recon and the traps.
As
Okay.
a quick question, did we ever see them possess
But I think
those-
getting the recon done
like, did they show them to us?
before Gust and I leave is important.
Okay, what kind of should I do, like a check? Investigation,
Well,
maybe?
I
Stealth?
think with the spell that Eric is throwing on, that should give us an idea of, hey, the cubes are in this one, so then
Okay.
you can go
Look
and
at
kind
that
of
one, yeah.
check out that one first and see.
Here's the thing I'm saying. Did they show us the cubes? Like,
Oh, did you have to see
show
them?
us to it. Show
I
them
don't think
to
they
us.
ever should. They must have, right? How else would we know for sure that they had them? Do we know for sure that they have them?
I mean, we're pretty sure that they have them. We just
We can't-
haven't seen
then
evidence
the spell
of
won't
it.
work unless we've seen them at least
Okay.
once.
Well, then, Locke,
So then
you're on your
then
own.
we do need to wait for his recon.
I still have. I don't know if I accidentally put 2, but I still have Potion of Invisibility here. I don't remember if I should have 2 potions of invisibility or if I only had 1. Maybe I accidentally put down 2 at one point.
We were talking about that earlier. I think TJ didn't know where you got it.
I don't remember where I got it either.
Right.
Uh,
You didn't actually have it. You just accidentally put it in your inventory.
I definitely had 1 from something, but I
Yeah.
don't remember having 2. But I just had 2 on the thing, so I might have just typed 2 or something by accident.
Or you got 2 at the same time.
So this is strange because I understand that that phrase, as long as you've seen it up close within 30 feet at least once, which is strange. But alternatively, you can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as apparel jewelry. So if you're,
I mean, we have the other cubes, so maybe
it's
that'll
strange
work.
that they would limit it to like 1,000 feet and then also add this limitation to it too. I'm trying to figure out why that would ever be the case, but
Okay. Then try and find, like, the necklace of the main chick there, or a ring, or something. We've definitely been within 30 feet of her.
or the gross eyebrow.
One of the specific hairs.
Yeah.
Is that a possibility, you think?
Weldy's processing.
Right.
No, what was that?
So, like a piece of jewelry or something that the girl was wearing?
As long as we saw that within 30 feet up close, then we can locate it.
It's funny that it's within 30 feet up close. It's like, what? So, sounds like within 30 feet then?
Yeah.
As long as we saw it within 30 feet.
You've been within 30 feet of her.
Okay. So I guess, can we recall what she had on in terms of jewelry?
Red robes.
Oh, yeah, the robes.
Yeah, just some red robes.
But hers.
Yeah.
Not our fake ones. Not our Walmart red
Not
robes.
J4's.
Yeah,
That's the spell.
because we know that you'll just find in your stomach the red robes. Yeah, right?
J4's been a red wizard the whole time.
Not
I
our
know.
beautifully crafted ones. Handcrafted.
And then when he betrays us and we're surprised, it's like, what fucking idiots we are.
He just stands there.
Our terrible insight.
menacingly.
He wasn't even he wasn't even like acting well. He was just like, no, I totally always hate the Thay wizards. They're the only ones that I hate. I can't believe you guys fucking fell for that.
Right, Tom?
Well, okay. In that case, I'll try to describe the small set of red Thay robes worn by the child. I'll try to find it that way.
Okay. Do
The dew.
you have some kind of spellcasting focus
Um,
as a paladin?
His face.
If not, I'm sure J4 will help you pick out the best twig.
I don't think I have a spell.
You should have gotten a symbol with your
Yeah.
when you
That's true.
So you, like, you know, even if it's just something on your shield, you can have
The
like
thing-
a symbol.
I
The
think that
thing-
was part of it.
About
it should have come with your starting gear as a paladin.
Yeah, I don't think I put all the starting gear in here.
the thing about this is this object's very easy to get. You just go over to a tree, and you get
Oh,
forked,
the forked twig. Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
and you hand it to Locke, who then takes the fork and then single side, so he's holding it with two hands, and then he's following where the twig is pointing to. He follows the twig. He's like just walking around. He's like, so I just follow this twig, and you're like, yep,
Oh god.
good
Should I at
job.
least do it stealthy?
Yeah, roll
As
out
stealthy as
stealth.
possible.
Yeah,
Like
roll a
Wow.
1, and then you cast
Emperor's New
thaumaturgy.
Groove.
Like this. This is what you wanted. Yeah. Roll it out a stealth.
a stealth, you got it.
Advantage.
Okay. That's good.
So you're
I
close.
was gonna anyway.
Oof.
Nice.
Yeah, it's funny, if, you know, a dirty 20 gets an oof.
It's funny.
Well, it said-
Yes, it's a room.
I forgot that it was plus 14 because it was like 3 and 6, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
Roll a
It is
perception
a.
check.
Oh Jesus. Oh, okay, good. Thank God. I have so
Perception with advantage or no? Just normal ass.
Normal.
much normal ass.
Nice, still pretty good.
Jesus.
You notice that one of the red wizards, you can't really see which one, but you see that there is one on top of this tower here.
Which tower?
This, am I on the right layer? Yeah. This
He's like
tower.
standing on top of it. Is the stick pointing in its direction?
No.
No, but there's at least one up there. So they're probably in a
There is
couple of
one up
different
there,
places.
but depending on what the stick is saying right now, is that is not the leader. They're looking for her.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep a note of that one being up there, and I'm gonna follow the stick, but try and be stealthy and stay out of sight of wherever it is on this tower. Probably on this side. So.
Yep, you keep following, you kind of take a strange path. You see that they've burnt a lot of the bodies that were here. Some bodies are still around. Brought them back here. Uh, keep going. You're following. You are about to go up into this home, but then go around through the trees, and then as you get here, the twig is turning, and the twig is pointing this way into this home.
Okay. Do I notice like a
There.
window that I could peek in or something or anything like that?
The side of this building is actually all broken open. Like the house itself is damaged, and as you look in, there is a door, and there's also a stairway leading up here.
Damn. Do I notice if I get? Do I notice if the stick is pointing in one of those directions in particular? Like if I notice no one's in the entrance, like if I maybe just put my outstretched arm with the stick on it, like in the house, do I notice is it pointing more towards the stairs or towards the door?
Going right this way.
Which is towards the door on the inside there.
Yep. This
Okay.
is the direction, like you're holding out the stick, and the stick is having you go
Right, and these are the stairs.
this way.
And the door, and there's a door I noticed somewhere in this
Yep.
house
E-
thing.
Right. Even though there's a hole in the side of the building, it doesn't. It still seems like there's
Oh,
a
they have some
doorway or
modesty.
something. Yeah. So
Okay. Well, okay. Would my stealth from before? No, what did I have for stealth before? The 20. I would like
using
to
that,
maybe just try and step in, not be in the doorway, but just maybe get as close to the building as I can, and just see if I notice
you
the
you
stick
crawl
is.
up you crawl
Yeah.
up the side of the building, and you get up here. It's a raised floor. You see the rest of this building, the rest of this room. Uh, there's two
Okay.
doors, and
Do
then
I notice if this? And
currently,
I said the stick was pointing more this way.
yep, stick is pointing right through this door.
Okay. All right. I'm not gonna risk it any more than that. I think that's pretty good. I'd probably try and climb back down, sort of take the long way around. Sort of down here.
Yay, you smile.
Because these guys are no joke, and stay out of the sight. So there's one in the tower, and there's one in the building here. All right, how many of those guys were there? And there's four, and there's more than four
Yes.
buildings. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'll definitely try and keep an eye out on any of the buildings, like if I can see inside a window or something a little bit, if they have windows,
And
or if there's an opening.
one last
Another
time. So
perception at some point.
is it only Nevis and Gust going north to find the king? Others?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys go, and then the one thing that you discuss before you go is where to open up the portal. So where do you want the party to set up, and where do you want the portal? So I heard the portal being brought here.
So
then the
now
party
I'm thinking more over here to the south.
less, yeah, covered by the
Agreed.
trees, and less of a chance to be countered. Even though the spell isn't being cast there, the portal will still open. But if you're holding it open, it being out of sight like that would be good.
And then Is there enough of a pathway that could be done?
Yeah.
Okay. Because that's what I would be expecting Nebus would take that path in that case.
I mean, worst comes to worst, I just teleport myself out of the way, man.
Right.
I'm not worried about me right now. I'm worried about getting this dinosaur in here.
Absolutely.
Cool. And I think we'll do
While
that.
I have everyone here, I would like to cast 8 on them so they get a decent amount of extra hit points.
All right. What level?
Trying to figure that out right now. Um, let's see. So I can choose up to 3 creatures for each. So I guess I'll burn. How many? With all of us, including NPCs that aren't kobolds, how many do we have of us? Like 6?
What's 8?
8?
Party is 5.
Mhm.
Then we've
Well, I'm
got
not.
Dragon Bait.
I'm not including myself in this.
Then 7.
Fuck. Um. All right. I'm gonna burn a 4th level on up to 3 creatures within range. So I'm gonna say J4, Gust, and Weldy. No, not Weldy. Brian. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll burn a 3rd level on Weldy, Artis, Dragonbait, and then a 2nd level on myself and the other and whoever's left. So that is 15 for the 4th level people, 10 for the artist and Dragonbait, and then 5 for myself, the guide, and I guess the lead kobold.
Those 10 for Dragon Bait. You and
Yeah, like Dragonbait, Weldy, and artist, not me.
He
So
only got
so
5.
I only got 5. Um,
okay. Wait, isn't 8?
and that's for 8 hours to get this.
All the hours.
So
Okay.
the great worm Kakarol
Yeah,
also gets what, 5?
yeah.
Kakarol.
Charizard. I'm gonna call him Bruce because of a Nuzlocke comic, the original Nuzlocke comic.
All right, so giving him 5, and then the rest of the party gets 15. So J4.
Yes. So everyone but Eric gets 15. Eric gets 10. Um, Artist gets 10,
Jared
and
10,
Dragon Bay gets 10.
and then Iku gets nothing.
EQ gets 5.
Gets 5. Got it. Okay.
All right, gents. I am going to sign off.
All right. Do you want to tell your tale of
Do we have enough capacity to do that? I will I
Yeah.
will gladly do it. All right, so I am very aware of what Tourette's is, and it is frequently a topic of comedy and um conversation or sort of reverb kind of concepts, right? Like people are like, this thing and then okay, all right, fine, whatever. Okay. I full disclosure, I have never in my life until the story I'm about to disclose, um, been in the presence of a person who had Tourette's. Like I've never done it. Like I've seen it
Not
like
even
in
once.
visual presentations. I've heard about it. I understand the context of it, but I've never been in proximity to it. And that created this buffer zone that I did not know existed. And so there is a bull moose music close to where I live that I love to go in and just see what they have that's on discount or whatever, or grab like an album, do whatever. Um, and I'm very, very, very happy that the story I'm about to explain occurred without my daughter with me, my 4-year-old daughter, because normally I bring my daughter and we go and look and see if there's things at Bull Moose. So on this particular day, I went into Bull Moose and I'm walking around and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And that's interesting. Okay. And a young man, I'm going to assume in his early 20s, again, I could be wrong, but from what I saw, early 20 comes in and he's like, he just walks up to somebody, the clerk, the person behind the counter, and
Hmm.
he's just like, yo dog, how you doing? And like you hear this and you go, you know what, that's how the world works now, so like that's how you talk to each other, so all right, fine. And and the guy behind the counter says, I'm good, how can I help you? And he's like, oh, I've got these magic cards and I want to know what they're worth. And again, to be for full disclosure, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at like, are there any, reused 5e books or something that I might be interested in like grabbing and just having in the collection. And I hear this and I'm just like, oh my God, this must be what fucking Brian and Eric do all the time. They just fucking like, hey
I
man,
just checked the internet. Thank
can I
you.
do this? Well, no. Okay, again, I'm making assumptions, but I'm depicting a scene, and um, and the person behind the counter, this guy, the dude that's behind the counter at the Bull Moose, is just like, yeah. So give me a sec, and I'll let you know. And he's like, so if you want to sell those 3 cards, I can give you this for this and this for this, and the total would be $5.25. Again, this is an exact figure. I don't know what the rarity of these cards are. I don't know. All I know is the guy's like, yeah, like 525. And this young man says, yeah, that sounds right. So okay, sure. Give me the 525, and then I have some other things to trade. And as the guy behind the counter goes, okay, give me a sec. I just want to wrap this up. Goes, fucking shit balls cock! And I went, what the fuck is happening right now? Because that's not that's not what you think is going to happen at any point during that conversation. And as I turn thinking, I don't know, is there like a fucking terrorist in this goddamn store about to fucking blow shit up? The guy behind the counter, um I don't know if he's dealt with this young man before. I don't know if he's just the smoothest operator I've ever fucking seen in my life. And he just goes, yeah, that's one way to talk about the prices for these. And that's the best I can do. And the kid goes, like, there's a pause. And I'm like, is somebody pulling a fucking trigger right now? Like, what's going on? And the kid just goes, yeah, sorry, man. Sometimes, like the Tourette's, they just kick in. and I'm like, oh shit, like that's fucking Tourette's. Like I just saw Tourette's. Okay, you know
Yeah.
what? Breathe. We're all good with this. And the dude that's like just this random like clerk at a Bull Moose is just like, no problem, man. It's fine. What else do you want to do today? Because this is our price tag. Oh yeah, man. Like I got this and I got this and I got this. And it seems like it just goes back to like normal. And I'm like, oh, okay. And so I'm like kind of working my way through the store. And as I work my way back and I'm almost ready to like get back to there, this kid has been there for like 20 minutes.
Still in
And
line.
again, it's still, well, no, still just sort of like haggling and
Mhm.
presenting things and whatnot. And no further outbursts that I heard. And then as I kind of close back
That's it.
in,
It just sometimes it kicks in, you know.
yeah, exactly. And as I close back in, the guy's like, "All right, well, the best I can do is this, and then with what you did with these cells, it's going to be, and I can offer you like $30.25, but I have to take all of it. And if you don't want to do that, then we can't do that." And the guy's like, "Yeah, man, that sounds pretty good," but he's like, "Fuck your mother!" And I'm like, "What?" Like again, I knew
It's the
what
price,
this
Tom.
I
It
knew what
triggered.
this
It
was. Like
triggered
I
the
knew
price.
what
It's
this
the price.
was because I heard and he explained, but it's just so fucking weird. Like in my entire life, man, my 45 years of life, I've never been in direct conjunction with a person who has Tourette's, and I suddenly was. And the only two things I can say is this: is one, it is very disconcerting. Two, I have a lot of apathy, not apathy. I have a lot of like just sort of like empathy. Thank you, empathy for people who have this because I mean, Jesus Christ, that's fucked up. Like that, your brain is just like, yeah, man, thanks a lot. Like I'll take your price tag, and also, I'm gonna tell you now in the most obtrusive and horrible way that your mom was raped by demons. That's what I'm gonna throw in your face. So I get that, but the thing that I can't stop like just sort of wanting to give credit to is that the store clerk, again, I don't know if this clerk has dealt with this guy before and it's fine, but this guy didn't blink. He was like, the guy's just like, fuck your mother and this, and he's like, well, it's still 525, and if you want to do another exchange, we can talk about that. And the guy's like, all right, man, that's cool. And like it was the smoothest operator I've seen time, and it was just this dude that was just like, yeah, you just blew up into a realm of unknowing, uncaring weirdness, and I don't care. So yeah, so here's the price tag. Do you want to go through with this transaction or not? And I had to share that because it was
That's
it was
Good
just a
story. I like
So
the
it
crazy.
story.
sounds like just from the way he just like transitioned back into the transaction. This guy's a regular.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. It just. But again,
I feel like it could just be still one of the nicer people that he's dealt with in retail that day. So
Yeah,
your
okay.
mother's a fucking whore. I hope she dies. Yeah, I
yes,
mean,
it's still
th-
525.
that's
And do you have anything else?
that's nicer than what some of the most of the people have said
It
to me today.
like
I mean,
the
if we
the
were in
con the,
Massachusetts, I'd believe you, Kevin.
Right?
like the concept of like the epitome of um the understanding like transactionist, right? Like this
Mm.
dude was, I don't know, like mid 20s at best, and was just sort of like, uh-huh, all right, yep, okay, and just moved on with it. And I was just like I was blown away by all of the elements of this. The first was the freak out and the expletives, where it was like, what's happening? And I'm like, oh, I'm an adult. I can see what's going on with this.
Yeah.
Man, that guy's doing pretty good. And then the fact that for the next 20 minutes or so, this guy interacted with this other guy, like, store clerk to this person who clearly is suffering from Tourette's, and was just like, yeah, no, I get you.
I
It's
mean,
cool.
that just kind of goes to show how much mental health tolerance has come. in the last 10 years.
Like to be honest, I really thought that I was witnessing a triumph of human nature, right? But again, but also maybe not a triumph because me as just a person in the room was like, what the fuck is happening right now? And then I was like, well, no, bite that back a few moments and realize what's happening. It's cool. No one's threatening anyone. It's all cool. Like everything's okay. And it just was like, like the classic Tourette's bit for a comedian is to like play up the whole like random just freak out thing. And
Yeah.
I was aware of this. I knew about this. I had heard about people with this. Like it wasn't unfamiliar to me. But until you're in a scenario where somebody just loses it in that track, you're like, holy shit, that's a real thing. Like that's happening. And then to witness another human being just play it off like, nope, the price is still $5.25. And do you have anything else you want to sell, or is that all you want to do today? And you're 100% right. Like clearly this must be a regular, and the people have been trained to be like, yeah, when this dude walks in, just get ready for it. Don't blink an eye. Just move forward with what you're doing. But it was, as the outsider, I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like I don't understand. So yeah. So that.
No, I mean, like, the people people who have Tourette's like actually have it the worst.
Oh, 100%, right?
Um,
Like
because like it's not even like the swearing and stuff. That's only one side of it. Some people get tics where their entire bodies move.
but even still, like having the inability to be in control of yourself, like
Yeah,
that's devastating, right? Like I
yeah,
mean,
no, yeah,
it it just I share this story not because I'm pointing blame or I'm trying to create some sort of staccato back and forth. It's
oh
just that
yeah, no,
I
no,
had never I had never experienced that. Like I've seen people with lots of problems and lots of things in my life, but I've never been in proximity to Tourette's, and what made it even that much more crazy, if that's a word to use, was that the reaction, like my reaction, like internally, was like, oh shit, like what are we gonna worry about? Like why are we dodging behind? Like what's happening? Was that the people behind the counter were just the most even keeled of anyone I've ever seen. They were just like, uh-huh, all right, well, that's okay.
I mean,
Well,
like it
I
could
see
have
what you're
it,
saying.
it, it could have been regular. I mean, like, well, a gun's not in my face. It's
Uh,
retail.
Again, but I mean, like, I remember when I worked in retail, and if somebody came in that way, like, at a minimum, would have been at least sarcastic of some kind to respond. And I just give like a plum and a praise to this person that was just like, okay, well, I mean, yes, but also this, and this is what we're gonna do. Do you want to move on? And the customer, this person who was dealing with this was just like, yeah, you're right. All right, I'll do that, and we'll do this. And then like a couple moments will go by, and you're like, did that just happen? And then the guy's just like, and then fuck the fucking fuck, and you're like, whoa, whoa, okay. And the guy never blinked. Like it was like it was the concierge of customer
You
service.
also
Oh,
like your reaction to it, Tom, also has to do with like, well, how were things mental illnesses perceived when you were working retail?
that's fair.
Like it all comes down to like how far it's it like the world's come with dealing with these sorts of diseases, and
Which you know what?
how much more understanding of a people the newer generations are compared
Well,
to us who
I
grew
will.
up with Tourette's guy.
Yeah, well, I will say then that like I felt very happy about humanity as I walked
Yeah,
away
no,
from this, right? Like but it was a tale that I wanted to share because like A, it's funny, B, it's not funny, and then C, it's fucked up in its own right. And it was just this thing that went down that I'm like, hey, I walked into a room the other day and this is what happened in the room, and I'm still like, okay, cool. Guess, yes, all right, cool.
It was a good tale, Tom.
Yeah,
I
no, it was a great tale.
And with
I
that,
just
I'm
tend to.
falling asleep as well.
Fair enough.
I may or may not be here next week. I got a wedding to go to on Saturday. It starts at 4. If if anything, I'll be late, but I'll text you guys as the day goes on to let you know if I'm actually going to show up or not.
Sounds good,
Well,
man.
so what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to hook you up with the elderly, not elderly child Thayan person, and when you guys are starting to just get that like gravelly, gross hookup lip contact, that's when we'll let you know.
Yeah, I love hooking up with 9-year-olds because I'm a fucking pedophile. Like, what the
Whoa,
fuck,
no,
Tom?
she's old.
Nine,
She's
9/90.
like
9/90.
she's like
She is an
90.
old lady. She is an
Right.
old lady who
9/90.
possessed her
9/90.
granddaughter.
Right.
That is what
So
DJ told us.
That sounds
the
Badoof.
mentality of a
Badoof.
90-year-old. So that's hot.
We
Yeah.
need to
No,
check
it's
Anime
not.
Logic.
No, it's not. He says. All right.
Anime logic tells me that that's fucked up and we need an exorcist.
Hey, do you have a gray eyebrow? Oh,
Look,
gray
I'm
eyebrow.
not saying the morality of the situation isn't, questionable at best. Horrible at moderate.
Oh, God.
But,
Fair. It is.
she's not a child mentally. I'm not arguing
Yeah,
for
I don't
this,
care.
by the way.
I don't care about it mentally.
I-
I know you're not. I know you're not, Kevin.
It's just,
J4's just backing away.
there
He's
is
like,
anime.
why don't you guys just figure this out? I'll just go over here. All
I,
right.
Hey,
I'm
it's
just
your
gonna.
idea.
I'm just gonna shove J4 into it, and you can turn him into a frozen J4.
Listen, J4's immediate reaction is just, and that's not something I want to ever say ever, but it's what it is. So,
I figured. I just wanted to let you guys know while it was still in my mind because I would have forgotten about it.
Yep.
all right, ladies and gents, thank you.
All right.
Good times.
Yeah, later.
Thanks, TJ.
Yes.
You got it.
Later, guys.
Later.